boogers.
Yeah, boogers. That was perfectly timed.
Exactly.
Episode fucking 7, 8. I don't know.
7.
I didn't take notes
7.
after the last episode because I was not particularly like proud of how it went because it was so slapdash on my part.
I thought it went great.
But I'm
See,
really happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's hilarious. So I have to keep this in mind that my effort amount and your enjoyment amount is not necessarily correlated.
It's not even that our standards are low. It's just that as long as we have fun, we don't really care.
So we did
and even then.
Yeah, we did like last week was a pretty like sort of one note day. You guys went and talked to Lady Adamantis, I think was her name, who was the old lady that was in the tower outside of Tassatori who makes potions, and you helped rid her of her manticore problem. And in exchange, you guys got some potions, like a couple potions. It wasn't too serious. Peneus ended up getting a potion of speed, and then there were a few potions of poison and healing thrown around for you guys, a little bit of gold, and that was it. And additionally, you guys harvested the remains of the manticore. Peneus, you got some rolled up wing leather for your upcoming cape, I'm sure.
Oh,
and
goddamn right I did.
And Elva, you got yourself the tail. If I recall, you nat 20'd the survival
I nat
check.
20'd that tail. I nat 20'd that tail so hard.
You cauterized it. You cut it so perfectly that it like cauterized,
Yep.
and it's in even better condition. It got washed somehow while you cut it. Like it was.
Well, we made the joke that it came out so easily. It was in fact a butt plug.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay, perfect.
But
yeah. So you have these
and
things.
it is going to be I'm making it a monster fucker butt plug because I don't know about y'all, but I do have friends in IRL that are like, yeah, I'd fuck a monster. So
sure.
I mean, I'm sure. What is it? The like when people wear like animal costumes?
Furries.
Furries.
That's a bit different than
in like fantasy world. They probably do like monster. You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's even in real life. Furries and monster fuckers are an actual like something of people that like.
We live in a beautiful world,
don't we? And I have friends that are both, and it's amazing.
You can be anything you want.
Yeah, and so like they're into that sort of porn and stuff like that, which is cool. And so like that's why I was like, yeah, I'll take that manticore tail and I'll turn it into a butt. I'll get it turned into a butt plug.
Yeah.
I may like
maybe
that.
at the next craft fair they'll have like a station, like a butt plugification station, and you can butt plugify anything you want. A butt plug toaster, a butt plug chair would make a lot of sense because then you could just sit at any moment. It would be nice.
You're ready to go.
I'm just spitballing.
You think you're just gonna relax into a butt plug?
Relax into.
People,
sure.
yeah, people wear them throughout the day.
Yeah. Really? Wow. Okay.
I mean, you have one in right now.
Right now.
I assumed so.
Mine's permanent though.
Yeah, that's true.
Your butt is permanently plugged.
It was sealed. Yeah.
It was sealed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a whole.
But yeah, no. Some people, as their kink, they wear them all day long. There's even like remote control ones that vibrate on command and stuff like that. And it's quite interesting.
What a life of gluttony, though. You know, like I love Oreos. I can't be walking around eating them all day. You know.
Yeah, I know too much about this. Well, some of them it's punishment. Some of them it's a punishment. It depends. It depends on who's in control of that. Yeah.
Now back to the fantasy non-real world that we're in. Which I thought was like a really crazy world, but apparently it's super tame and needs to be spiced
compared
up a
to.
bit.
This is just for the audience out there. This is why I run the brothel.
Yeah, exactly. We you guys shot a manticore out of the sky and cut its tail off, and then saved an old lady, and she was kind of cantankerous and also was taking credit for it. She was a little bit odd, for sure. You guys spoke to her a little bit and asked her about the manticore issue, and you know, she let you know. I don't know if I covered this last week, but I'll tell you now. Like, she let you know that this is like a recent happening. That usually the manticore is kind of like they keep to themselves out in the wilds, but recently there's been like seeming to be like a heightened, like more conflict brewing, and then they've become a little bit less lawful, I suppose. They've kind of been breaking the boundaries and coming after spots like Lady Adamantis's tower. So anyhow, a few days pass. You guys are in Tasseltory between last week and today's session, and you are you're going into the Temple of Ioun on a semi-regular basis whenever you're feeling so inclined, and you're going down there and just sort of wandering and getting used to this. Definitely integrating. Gannett, maybe you would go sometimes. I don't know. Would you go in the Temple of Ioun on some mornings? Just to
maybe, yeah, just curiosity.
Just to check it out. Just like now that you guys are part of the community, and like especially after you guys did this bounty board thing, you became part of the community and immediately like went to go serve the community. You're definitely gaining a lot of rapport as you're down there in the Temple of Ioun. You're noticing that the gatherings that you go to are the ones that pertain to like fear or anxieties seem to be pretty populated. You're finding yourself attracted to these particular nodes in the temple because of what happened at the craft fair, and overall everybody's kind of been having not like the best sleep. Like you're waking up rested, but you're also feeling maybe a little bit uneasy, a little bit like maybe you're having some nightmares, some beer nightmares from too many sippy cups or whatever. But there's kind of like a tension that's like it's low level, but it's persistent for a town like Tasseltory that's so jubilant and like and so I guess like utopian. There's definitely like you're getting a sense that there's something abnormal underneath the surface happening for the people here with this stuff. Nobody's particularly worried about it. These waves of anxiety kind of sweep through they feed back on themselves, and then they eventually dissipate. It's not like deep level what the fuck is going on, but there's definitely some sort of like unease, a wave of unease that's kind of hitting the people right now. And you're noticing this as you talk to people, as you get to know people a little bit more deeply, and they're opening up to you now that you're members here. That being said, you guys are now going to begin a Peneus, I never asked you, do you ever go into the Temple of Ioun? Elva, I know that you're like kind of reticent to go into the temple. You're a pretty secular person, but sometimes you kind of go down there just to like sort of have like a labyrinthian walk to clear your mind, not necessarily
check in on myself.
Yeah,
every once in a while, but it's not necessarily to worship.
Right, exactly. But Peneus, I don't know about you, if you would find yourself down in the temple at all.
Religion scares Peneus, but
okay.
He would never say that out loud. He would never tell that to the people of the village. That might alienate some folks, but it definitely gives him a bit of fear.
Okay. So you're maybe going down here just enough to not be a weirdo?
Just to save face, just take a look, to be seen.
Sure. Yeah, so Peneus, I think when you go down into this temple, and by the way, when you go down into the temple, you're definitely like, it's sort of you get guided when you go down into this temple, and because of how many people are doing this unified action, it's sort of like I don't know, you're not able to kind of like go against the tide of the draw that's gonna draw you. You can try and be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the archery node and like talk to people about shooting arrows, but you'll always end up finding yourself in the place that you kind of like low key needed to be. It's got a similar effect to Goebbels' heart machine that she was using, that like there's a resonance that is beyond your conscious control that sort of draws you. Peneus, when you go down here, you often find yourself sort of among people who, at least lately, you're finding yourself among people who feel lost, and you get a comfort in being guided to a group that you belong to when you go down into this temple, but at the same time it kind of freaks you out because you're like, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that type of stuff. But at the same time, being on a path that leads somewhere, even if the place that it leads is what you're trying to avoid, is like kind of in a weird way comforting for you. Anyhow,
That checks out.
yeah. So yeah, great. So y'all wake up and a little meta thing here. I have a couple things ready for today. One of them is half ready and the other one is ready. And then the other stuff I'm gonna say is temporarily closed right now. That's on the bounty board. So if you guys were really excited to do the combat tournaments, they are not. It's raining, so they got rained out. So,
Canceled. Yeah.
Yeah, they got rained out.
Postponed.
Yeah, they're postponed, but don't worry, they'll come up. But the help, I've lost my pencil, and the fishing competition. Let's just say the fishing competition is fucking today. Do it or lose it. That's how that
Let's
is.
do it.
It's been
I'm down
sitting
for a
there.
fish.
And yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So are you using the bulletin board that I have?
I wasn't looking at it
created under
exactly,
notes?
but yeah, let me pull that up.
Okay, I bolded the one that of the help wanted. I didn't know if you have free ability to delete that.
Oh, sure.
But that one's completed. Yeah, if you right click, it lets you format, but unfortunately it only does bold, underlined, and italics.
Oh, look at
I
that.
just wrote complete next to it.
strike. Yeah, I wanted it to do strike through.
Oh, that would be
That's
awesome.
not. It would be,
No.
but it does not do that. I
No.
even did Control S, and that does not work. So.
Bold is fine. Bold, and I wrote complete next to it.
Yeah.
So that should be good.
So.
I was actually also wondering, I think both me or Ear Talk and Mganit aren't settled in living anywhere yet.
Yeah, we're in the dorms.
If Elva is still having us.
Yeah, I guess I did kind of just like gloss right over that, huh?
Yeah, because y'all were supposed to find a place once y'all became full citizens.
Yeah, well, you had said there was temporary, like we were in some dorms. There's like transitional housing.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, okay.
Or
so
like,
I don't have you.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for
There's
that.
housing provided to new members that you can stay in as long as you want, and then anything that you leave, if you want new lodging due to your preference, like have at it. But your housing is taken care of. Mayor Jelenith has you guys. You have individual rooms in the residential areas to the east, and you're good. It's free of charge. Yeah. But if you guys want to like build a house or whatever, I mean, whatever
Once we have a little more money, maybe we think about getting a little homestead for the fam.
Trailer.
Yeah,
trailer.
nice.
Yeah.
Trailer.
I love it.
Awesome.
You cannot put the trailer in the backyard of my brothel. Okay? We have standards. I'm just kidding. Nothing wrong with the trailer.
We have standards. Just kidding. That's great.
That's
the tagline of the ski retreat.
Misfortune.
The ski retreat. We have standards. JK.
JK.
Awesome.
That's right. It's called the ski retreat. I love that.
It's called the ski retreat.
All in for some fishing.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that Elva's going to be really good at fishing because of her skills with a whip.
Maybe. Awesome. So is that what everybody wants to do this morning? It's a nice morning, like kind of dawn, rainy morning, kind of perfect.
We could say that it's nice today and not raining, and that it just got so rained out at the combat field.
No, rain's
the day
good for fishing.
before.
Rain's
Fish,
good
rain
for
like
fishing.
fish like rain.
Really? I thought it scared them away from the surface.
No, a
I
little
don't
bit
know
of
shit
rain,
about fishing.
little tiny bit, not heavy rain, but just like a
Yeah.
little light
They
rain.
get curious. They're like, "What's going on up there?"
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're active. Cool. So let me
Because they're dumb.
Good one, Ellie.
Because they're cute.
Because they're dumb idiots.
They are cute.
Dumb, stupid, dumb
Roasted
fish.
those imaginary fish.
We know that McGannet is on fire with the roast.
True.
Yeah.
There is going to be an aspect of this in which you will need to turn off manual dice roll. I hope you can do that. Like without needing to quit and come back.
Oh yeah, because where was that setting?
It was in settings. The gear
Options?
at the top right, and then it's at the very top per user manual dice entry. Hopefully you can turn it off without needing to reset.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Sometimes some of the changes require you to restart Fantasy Grounds, but hopefully that one doesn't.
That seems like such a small one. It shouldn't.
I would think so. All right, so y'all want to do some fishing?
Yeah.
All right, dope.
Yeehaw! Let's go fishing.
I'm excited.
Your talk is going
Best
to
friends
like cook up some bacon and put it in a little sack for everybody.
Ooh, a little extra
Wow,
bait.
that's
Well,
fantastic.
Crush up
okay,
some
all
bacon
right.
bits.
So you're not, yeah, it's not unfortunate. That's great. Now you guys have a snack, but you can't use organic material for bait here.
Sure, it was just for the fishers.
Oh, okay, good. So everybody's got
us.
little bacon
We're
bits for
just
themselves.
living
Okay,
on
I thought it
bacon.
was for bait.
Are these my pigs? Are these the pigs that I saw?
Oh no, they are.
We have some leftover pig.
Yeah, great.
Sunson came up and was like, "Here you go. This is for you. Some bacon. Nice. All right, great. Okay, so the way that this game is, so you guys show up to the fishing competition. There's a bunch of people there, including Table McFishface, the proprietor of the Fishy McFishface, the Mr. McFishface fishery.
Table McFishface.
Yeah, Table McFishface.
Table?
Yes.
Has his name previously been said before?
Yeah.
I think it was the week you were gone.
Oh, it might have been.
That
Yeah,
might have
his
been
first
before
name's
the
Table.
competition.
Yep.
His name is Table.
His name is Table. Table McFishface.
I love it.
And he
Love it. I was just like,
Yep.
Good names.
I'm not judging. I'm like, Table. Okay, he definitely pulled that out of his butt. But
No, this one is actually very specific. Like this is not. His name's Table McFishface.
Oh, my bad.
You guys, no, it's okay. You guys get to know him, and you learn that he opened his fishery because of his name, and his name like prohibited him from ever doing anything else besides running a fishery. And
What about a table making company? I mean,
so Elva, you bring up the table making company, and it definitely like visibly confuses and upsets him, and he's realizing that he's missed out on an entire other career path that he had never considered. He's like, fuck, I actually really like woodworking too. I hate these goddamn fish.
I'm actually allergic to fish.
Yeah, exactly. So he's just like having a like midlife crisis at the fishing competition right now.
In front of us.
Now he's gonna. Who knows? Now he's gonna go invest in woodworking. Maybe
He might.
Maybe it could become McFishface and Sons. They've got enough, and then the sons take over, or McFishface and daughters.
Tables, fishes, I don't know, whatever.
Fishes and tables.
Fishes, tables. So,
From fish to table.
From fish to table. Wow. That's definitely it. Yep. If this ever happens, that will be the name. Awesome. So you guys go to the fishing competition. There's like a handful of people there, maybe like 12, including you guys, the four of you. And Cicero is there, the taxidermist, and he pats you on the back. He says hello to you, Peneus.
Hello, Cicero.
Hello. Looking good. Sorry, it's not a hood. It would be nice on this rainy day.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Try not blowing the back of its brains out next time. I'm a magician, not a magician. Wait.
Nice. Nailed it.
Thanks. So the table gets up and he says hello to everybody. I don't have anything planned for what table looks like, so just imagine whatever you want to imagine. A fishery person. He's got his clothing is definitely, he's got like rubber waders on, and like a
What
hat.
is he? A human, an orc?
What do you want him to be? Anyone care?
Ooh.
Something we haven't encountered yet.
We've encountered just about everything.
A giant.
I don't know.
A turtle.
Giants
a
are
turtle.
hustle.
Yeah, a turtle.
Okay, he's a turtle that. So his. All right, so he's a turtle. He's a talking turtle. Table McFish
No,
face.
turtle is an actual like race in some D&D expansion pack.
Yeah, but maybe he's just a turtle.
How can he? No, because how can he be woodworking? No, he has to. We have to go with the woodworking. Like
He could be a dragonborn. We haven't had a dragonborn yet.
Oh, dragonborn.
A dragonborn fisher.
I mean, these turtles look
so.
cool.
Yeah,
Turtles
these
are
turtles
pretty
are cool.
All right, he could
Hold
be a
on,
turtle.
I'll post a picture of a.
Turtles are super cool.
Yeah, show us
Yeah,
the turtle
these look
I'll
badass.
put it. Let me put it in a.
in our chat.
Yeah. Oh, I pasted twice for some reason. Sorry, but there it is.
He's so cute. Okay.
We haven't seen any tieflings or dragonborns yet. But cool.
Girl has
So
the same
he's
hair
a
as me.
turtle. Let me just look at what he looks like.
Yes.
The thingy. Great, he's a turtle. Perfect. Yeah. Table McFish face the turtle. Table the turtle.
Table the turtle.
McFish face.
Perfect.
So he gets up,
I love this.
and his voice kind of always sounds like he's like kind of gargling a little bit. I'm not gonna be able to do it right now, but he kind of gargles a little while he talks. It's sort of unnerving, but as Table. And he tells everybody, he welcomes everyone to the greatest fishing competition of the year, and informs everyone of the rules. And so here are the rules of the fishing competition. Number 1, there's no magic to be used at all. This is old school. We're going to be using
No problem.
rods, reels, and hooks provided by McFish Face Fishery TM. And the way that this is going to go is that everyone will be fishing from the pier, and you will be required to create your own fly, your own lure, basically. So everyone's it's going to start with a lure making session, and then everyone will be able to cast from the dock. And the winner is going to be whoever catches the heaviest fish, or the largest fish, which will by weight. And that's how it's going to go. So how we're going to interpret this is going to be everybody roll a dexterity check for me, please. And again, you can do this one manually if you want. I'll let you know when you need to do non-manual. So okay. Everyone roll a dexterity check.
Do we still have it? It still has advantage put on here.
It has advantage?
Or it's showing me 2. Let's see.
Is magic allowed at this
never
stage?
mind. I clicked it twice.
Or is it just not allowed?
It's not allowed during the whole competition, and this is the start of the competition. So, Ellie, you said there was 2, and Ellie, you rolled a Constitution save. This is a dexterity check.
I grabbed the wrong one.
Yeah, and on the wrong side, the left side, just on the left side of your character sheet, not saves.
No, I did the left side.
She's a manual roller, you know.
Oh.
Not saves. Just grab your.
Yeah.
Her abilities
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that works too.
All right, cool. Great. That's better. Awesome. All right, so you guys make your flies, and
I unzip my fly. I'm just
yeah, right. Elva,
Phineas
yours is
unzips his fly.
yeah. Elva, yours is like pretty. What the heck?
I don't know what I
happened?
just did. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
That's really great to see, though. That's awesome.
Phineas and Elva, you guys make like decent flies. Gannett, you make a pretty spectacular one. Yours is like it's got bells and whistles, and it's like, oh, you put a little corkscrew thing on it so that when it goes through the water, it spins. It's like really well made. Like maybe you've been a fisher before. Who knows? Ear Talk, yours is a very clumsy kind of just like ball of string type of thing. Like it's serviceable, but it's
big hands.
yeah, you have those big hands, and it's not great, but
that makes sense why Gannett's is so good. She's got the tiny little hands. She's a gnome too, so it's like in gnome blood to just
we're tinkerers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
this is all making sense that Phineas and I got like average.
Yes, exactly.
No depth.
Right. So great. So next up, what we're going to do is everybody is going to cast their line, and this is going to be a just roll a I guess this would just be a strength check.
Shit.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
You did.
Hey.
Wow.
Ear Talk.
Holy smokes. Okay.
I told you this makes sense that because I'm so good with my whip that I'm just
this
like,
really does. Yeah, you're so
and
good
then
with your whip.
Ear Talk
with his strength.
just because he's in work, he's just like,
and he just
and I'm
launches it.
I'm just kind of like, eh.
Yeah, and then Phineas and Gannett, Phineas with your noodle arms, apparently, it just kind of flops down.
I swear to God, this almost never happens to me.
What, rolling forward. Yeah. I like how you even said almost.
Wait, do you have a -1 on your
strength? Yeah, he's a
poet.
He's a poet. He's not a strong man.
I know.
And yet he's been murdering everyone for you.
That is so true. That is so true.
All right.
It
so
just goes to show you guys, you don't need to be the strongest one.
You know? Right.
Yeah.
So
you just gotta be the last in turn, you know.
Phineas, your cast is considered to be failed, so you'll be receiving a penalty. Gannett, your cast is considered to be good, so you'll be receiving a small penalty. And then Elva and Ear Talk, your cast is considered to be perfect, so you'll be receiving no penalty on the next section. And
no points or anything. It's not a point system. It's just like by penalty.
Oh, you'll see. Here we go.
Okay.
So also you guys see Table, and Table makes. I should re-mention that the prize for this is 16 gold pieces to the winner and 50% off one item coupon at Solomon's.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is on the bulletin board. Y'all have access to the bulletin board as well if y'all go to notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Table is going to begin. And Table makes his lure, and it's beautiful and well practiced, and his cast is nonchalant and perfect, and he outcasts everybody. It's kind of bullshit that he's partaking in this competition.
Yeah,
but
he was running the competition.
No, he's partaking. But I guess maybe he's just showing you how it's done. But nah, he's gonna partake in the competition. So here is how the competition is going to work. I have here a timer. And I'm going to hold it up to the camera as best I can, and it's set for 30 seconds. And when the timer starts counting down is representing the fish biting the hook. Your showing of hooking and reeling the fish is going to be to, one at a time, roll a D4 as many times as you can before the time runs out. You can't grab multiple D4s. You got to do them one at a time, but just keep rolling and roll and roll and roll and roll and roll. And we're going to add up all of the results over that period of time, and that will represent the size of the fish that you caught. Is however large your D4 is.
We're rolling them into the chat.
What's that?
Into the chat.
Yeah, you'll roll them into the chat, and then that way I can track them. Haven, you heard that?
I need to turn off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
great.
if I ever walk away, I can still hear you guys.
Okay, great.
I've got mine.
So I'll start, and this is representing table right now. So, there we go.
We're going?
No, not everybody, just table.
No, just table. Are we doing this person by person?
Yeah, we're gonna do it person by person.
Okay.
Oh, it's blurred?
No, it's fine. I can see it.
Okay.
It's cool. It's kind of ominous.
Yeah.
It'll beep, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Now it's blurred. Now you can't see it. There we go.
All right, cool. Okay. So table rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 14, 17, 21, 22, 24. 24. So he caught a 24 ounce or pound, gram, whatever, a 24-inch fish. We'll go with inch.
3 pounds.
Pound.
Pounds.
24
This is
pounds is a
fantasy.
fucking massive fish.
A lot of fish.
24
That's
inch.
fine. It's the fantasy world.
24-inch fish. Yeah, all right,
Yeah,
fine.
but inches
24...
doesn't portray something.
Yeah,
can
there's some
be
big ass
long
fish in there. That's
skinny.
okay.
All right.
So
It's a
it can be
24
long
pound. It's a fucking marlin. Okay, he caught.
Fine.
24
Whatever.
pound.
Tunas get up to like over 100 pounds, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, but this is I guess this is the ocean. So okay, he caught a 24-pound fish, and so that's the score to beat. If none of you beat the score that that table sets here of 24 pounds, then nobody gets the prize. If multiple of you people, if multiple
What's
of
that?
you people,
Ow.
whatever, you
Hoodlums.
beat the 24, then you're in competition with each other for the prize. So
Word.
that's how it's gonna go. Does anybody have any questions as to how this works?
Were you so you were adding up the values
Dice
on each of
rolls.
those
The
rolls, or
values.
just how many rolls he did?
No, not just
Okay.
how many rolls. It's also the values, because there's an element of luck when you go fishing. You don't know what type of fish you're gonna hook.
This is cool.
So there's an element of luck to it, and then also an element of there's all kinds of different stuff associated with it. So does anybody want to go first?
Should we roll for initiative?
Sure, you can
We
roll
should
initiative. That's cool.
Or should we roll initiative, or should we roll just like a D20 to see who goes? Just a plain D20 to see
Just
who
roll
goes
it
first?
plain D20. That's fine. Yeah, just
Okay.
roll a plain D20 into the chat, and we'll see who goes first. Oh, there was a tie.
Oh, you're talking. You did a strength check.
And also, again,
Oh, there
you
we
rolled
go.
a D12.
How is this? Okay.
The D20 is the one with a 20 on it.
I
All right,
know,
all right.
but I think my clicking is inaccurate.
Oh, okay. That's got to be it. Okay, so
my
that means that.
spatial awareness.
Okay, so it's gonna be Nganet, and then Eartalk, and then Peneus, and then Elva. So Nganet, you are up, and if I recall, you received a small penalty due to that. So you will not have 30 seconds. You will have 27 seconds because your cast did not go out as far. So you have 27 seconds. And anyhow, so what we're going to do is we'll just, I'll just hold this all
Pause for
Leviathan.
baby. Pause for Leviathan.
It's actually perfect.
The
Hello, Leviathan.
Look at that little alien face. It's
Hi,
such an alien
sweet
face.
Kiddo. Oh,
Can
you
you, like,
made
put-
that.
Put him closer to the. Can you put him closer? I want to see his face.
Oh, honey.
Look at that face.
Hi.
Eh. He's
That's
like,
so
eh,
cool.
eh. Y'all are gonna have one of those one day.
He's freaking out.
You and Ellie. You, Paul,
A
Ellie.
baby?
We gotta
you.
fill that house.
You gotta fill that house. You can't do it with just dogs, you know.
That's not true.
Oh, well, we could.
definitely.
We could
definitely.
fill every room with.
Is your
multiple
yard
dogs.
fenced in?
It is like shittily fenced in, but we can fence it in better.
Shittily fenced in. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just...
Oh, my God. I can't wait to
look
come
at you
over and
loving
see
that
it.
little child.
Dude,
Yeah, I see the resemblance.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at that little alien face.
Dang, dude.
Is his head going to, like, round out more? Is that a mean question to say? Because I know sometimes when babies' heads are really soft when they come out, and they get a little coned out. So sometimes they put those head rounders on them, and other times they just like just let it fix itself.
Yeah, he's working through his cone.
Weak,
buddy. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's great.
No, this is fine.
This is awesome.
This is a perfect pause.
His little arms reaching up.
Stop it, Dad.
Oh my God. Oh, buddy, I can't wait to meet you.
What made y'all choose the name Levi?
My wife Gemma's last name is Levinson, so she took my last name, but so we kind of went with Levi as like an homage there, a little homage.
Like that.
So if you have another, it'll be named Nsun.
That's right, Nsun.
Sounds like a character I would make up.
Yeah. Nsun, he is not a son. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It ends up being a daughter.
Yeah.
Nsun the daughter.
That's the Palmerino
Nsun the
daughter.
Daughter Nsun. Yeah.
Daughter Nsun. This is our daughter Nsun. What?
Hey, Gemma.
Hi, Gemma. Thanks for bringing the small alien baby to us.
Good work, woman.
Yeah, good job building that with your body.
Seriously.
You 3D printed a baby.
Yeah.
I know. It's pretty wild.
Building it, birthing it, feeding it.
I did nothing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I did one thing.
You have the file that you put into the printer.
That's right. She did the printing. I sent it to the printer.
I think printer is a new one for women.
Printer is really
printer.
rough.
3D printer.
That's really funny.
Organic 3D printer. The OG.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool.
All right, are we ready? Also, Paul, next time if we do something timed like this, I can show you how you can do a timer on the stream and to show on the screen, and then you would just be able to tell us when to stop.
Cool. Yeah. I have the ability to do that, but it was gonna mess with the like OBS setup that I had, and I wasn't able to get it all going.
Oh, you could just add like a overlay and then just put it up.
Onto like my Discord?
Onto like onto your OBS. You could put it in OBS, and then you would just tell us ready, go, and then start the timer.
Here's the problem with that is that I don't want to say ready, go, because you need to be paying attention to when the fish bites. The timer's going to start. I'm not going to say ready, go. The timer's going to be up here, and it's just going to be sitting still for a while, and I'm just going to press the button without you seeing it, and you have to be paying attention to when your fish bites. Once this timer starts going, it's going. I'm not going to tell you about it, because that's how the fishing works.
I'm slightly confused, but I'm excited.
No. So
you just have to pay attention to when
once this timer starts counting down, that's when you can start rolling.
Okay. D4s, the little triangles.
Yeah.
The little triangles.
Do you want to practice rolling a D4, Gannett?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's the correct one. Yep. And
great. All right.
All
right. So we have to remember not to include that. So I'm just gonna roll a D12 just to separate that out.
Perfect.
Okay. Cool. All right. So like, how's everybody doing?
Ready.
Right.
I usually don't see.
Oh, she's got one on the line. 6, 10, 13, 15, 17, 19, 22, 23, 27, 28, 30, 34.
Oh, it's hard. The timer's blurred out. Can't see it.
That's
there
okay. Wow, that was great. Okay, good job. So let me just double check. So we have 2. Can everybody see it? Everybody should be able to see the rolls.
Well, yeah, we can't see
your rolls, so like I don't see the separation, but
the first one we don't count.
Okay, yeah, the first 4 we don't count. So then it's starting at that 2. So that's 2, 4, 6, 10, 13, 15, 17, 19, 22, 23, 27, 28, 30, 34. 34, 38, 39, 42 pound catfish. Gannett has the score to beat right now. Great
I'm rolling
work.
a d20 just to create separation.
Awesome.
So that everybody can see it, because we can't see your rolls.
Perfect.
So, sorry.
And how do we know that math is accurate?
You can do it yourself, or can you?
I'm gonna trust the math because I hate math.
I'll start counting with my fingers. I'll be no plus.
Okay, yeah.
I'm loving Peneus. It's probably like sitting on the dock, like.
I'm gonna need everyone's hands.
All right, good.
And toes. Bring your toes.
Good job, Gannett. And next up is going to be Ear Talk. Ear Talk, you rolled a perfect. You got a perfect cast, and so you have a full 30 seconds for your rolls. Do you want to? You got it. All set. And so Ear Talk's up there. Are you dipping your toes in the water at all, Ear Talk?
No.
Is anybody dipping their toes in the water?
Hell yeah.
I think I'm dipping my toes.
Oh, he's got one on the line. He's got one on the line. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's rapid fire. Oh, the strength. This half-orc strength.
A lot of ones.
Oh, it's a lot of ones, baby. We got the twos. It's halfway. He's halfway in. Keep going. Keep going.
About Ear Talk.
Oh my, this is speed. Oh, he whiffed one. That's okay. Keep going. One. That's it. Okay, that last one there is not going to count, and it's a 4. It came in after the buzzer. That final 4 won't count, but everything before that.
My D4 disappeared for a second.
Yeah, you rolled one of them off, not inside of the box. So I wonder if that affected it.
That's why it shows a 3.
Yeah,
just in a little circle.
All right, so
I was just going berserk.
You were going berserk. That was good. But you can see that going too berserk, sometimes it results in, you might lose the fish, but that's okay. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 6, 7, 9, 13, 17, 18, 20, 21, 23, 25, 29, 31, 32, 33, 36, 38, 41, 42. Wow. That one is 42, and then we have 46, 50, 54, 58, 61, 62. A 62-pound fucking... Oh, it's a walleye that had been eaten by a small whale. 62-pound shark. Yeah, 62 pound for Ear Talk. Table McFishface his midlife crisis is absolutely peaking right now as he witnesses Ear Talk. Oh, now Ear Talk, you did roll, you did tie a bad lure. So you will have a penalty. Please roll a D6. And so you'll have 4 subtracted from your final score. So that's a 58 on your final score here. A 58-pound. Ear Talk is now in the lead. I believe that next up is Peneus?
Peneus, yeah. I'm last.
Okay. Can I do a little test really quick?
Yeah.
I used my mouse for this, and I think using my trackpad would have been faster.
I use my mouse.
I think
that use your mouse?
Undeniable.
I'm not good at mousing.
I set up my mouse.
You're not. Oh.
This.
Okay, cool. So Peneus, if I recall, you cast a hilarious cast. So you
have a
lot
of big fish right under this dock. A lot of you guys don't know that.
Roll all 4s. Prove it to us. Because you have a 6-second penalty. So you only have a 24-second timer set up for you. And yeah, so Peneus, you're here. It's the early morning. What is it that you're doing while you're waiting around for this fish? You dipping the toes?
Taking in the environment. I got my toes in the water, but You know, I'm just like, I'm talking to people, I'm chatting around, I'm doing all sorts of good stuff.
Are you having any kind of like poetic? Is there any kind of poetry to the situation here?
You know, it's not really coming to me yet.
Oh, he's got one on the. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the fuck is this?
How did you do that?
What the
He's
hell?
using the F.
The F button.
F2.
Oh, this, I don't know about this. This is a little bit counter to the spirit of the fishing competition. I mean, I guess. All right, you're out of time. We're gonna disregard the last.
There's fish under the dock.
We're gonna disregard the last 9 rolls there because you definitely overrolled.
How did you do that?
Oh my god, he put it on the hot bar. He put the D4 on the hot bar.
Oh.
Wow, what the hell, dude?
Why don't you go ahead and add those up?
I should have specified.
How do you do-
I
how
have
do
to
you
because Elva's
do that?
certainly
Like
gonna do that as well.
Okay, sorry.
Oh my god.
How did you guys do that?
Sorry, we're ruining this for you.
Yeah, if you can stop because
You
it's
just-
like
if-
jamming up my fantasy grounds.
Ellie, if you hold on to the 4 and then put it on
The bar
and
at
then
the
put it
bottom?
on like one of the numbers, yeah. Any of the numbers really. And you can put it there. And then you can just when it's on there, you can just click that hot bar button.
Oh
and
my
it just keeps
gosh.
going. I know.
That's funny.
I demand
Well
a
done.
recount. I demand a redo for this.
I didn't
We did not
specify,
say-
rules.
You
I use
didn't
no magic.
specify.
and it wasn't magic. I mean, I don't know. It
It
was
may
a
have
pretty
looked like
creative solution. I feel like creative solutions
So
that
what
undermine-
story-wise, what did you do?
Here's what I did.
Yeah,
And this is
from
from my
your-
perspective.
It's got to be a convincing story. Like, it's got to make sense.
Yeah,
in
go
the
ahead.
story.
Because hang on, wait. Can I add
This is
add
how I
this
saw
really?
it from my perspective.
Can I add
Yeah,
this
go ahead and
quick
add it
so
up,
that you
'cause
have an
yeah.
idea of the size of the fish? So
Of what
2,
you've done.
6, 9, 11, 14.
It has to do something with
16,
your bard
18,
singing
22,
skills.
23, 24,
but that's not magic. That's just,
27,
you can sing
30,
really well.
34, 38, 39,
They telling us-
42, 44, 1, 2, 3, 48, 50, 59, 62, 72, 75,
Oh,
I was pissed. I was
77,
like, damn it.
79,
That's fine, Paul. I've got a
83.
full 30 seconds
Oh,
you're about to
no.
get.
I was like,
hot
what
bar.
is that? When all those
Yeah.
appeared
It's
on
like,
the
you can't do
screen.
multiple
multiple
got
dice.
90,
The last
It doesn't
one.
matter. You only had 24 seconds. I'm going to get 30.
100, 104.
How was your lore? Yours was like mine, right?
This is bullshit.
9. Yeah,
My
I
lore
agree.
was...
109.
My lore was... It wasn't about the lore. It was
funny,
about the
though.
cast.
Oh my
The
god.
cast was where... And my cast was a nat 20.
But you'll have no like
it-
penalty, right? After, because you had a decent lore.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
didn't
I
get
got
any-
lost.
I'll start
Oh, here it
over.
is, 112, 113, 115, 100 and.
If you want to just show me where the trophy is, I'd be happy to just go grab it.
Elva's up next, dude.
And
I
I
have
have your
30.
voice.
Nice.
22.
And my hands are quick.
128,
I'm on my computer all day.
128, 135. God damn it, Peneus. 41, 100 and.
Can we take a break or?
150.
Bio break if you need one right now.
153, 161, 165, 177, 78, 179, 183, 186, 188. God damn it. Golly, 190, 192, 195, 200, 206, 210, 214, 218. There's a lot of dice. Holy shit.
Ocean sunfish, or common mola, is one of the 2 heaviest known bony fish in the world, the other being the southern sunfish of the same genus. Adults typically weigh between 247 and 2,000 kilograms. So that's what you caught.
You caught a whale?
A mola, a sunfish. Hold on. What's kilograms to pounds?
Oh my god, this is so funny. The chaos on the screen of all those dice just appearing. Like, what is happening?
Okay.
I was worried. So like, I was worried that it would like delay it until it like finished rolling. But as soon as I started hitting it and it just kept going, I was like, let's fucking go.
All right. So Peneus, you caught a 256-pound fish. Describe this situation. With your noodle arms and your -1 strength, you managed to haul in a 256-pound fish with no magic.
Here's what happened.
Okay.
Here's what happened.
From your perspective.
As you guys were casting out, right? I was talking to a local, and he said to me,
what was his name?
Fish
Wait, who?
are under the dock.
What do you mean a local? Dachshund? You live here. Dachshund?
I know, but I'm just letting you know that this was another local. I don't usually fish here.
And son's
right?
Dachshund.
Dachshund? Like
this is Dachshund. Okay. Dachshund was over there, and I was like, dude, there's no way I'm going to win this thing. And he goes, the biggest fish are under the dock. And I said, that's interesting. I look under the dock, and there's no fish there. So I just kind of plopped my thing down, right? I went for my cast, and it just kind of plopped down. And then out of the gray bottom, what looked like the bottom opened to be a mouth, and it revealed that the ocean floor was, in fact, a fish.
Wow.
And it spoke to me. And it said, are you in this fishing competition? And I said, yeah. And I literally convinced the fish to jump onto my lure through word.
I don't know. I was asking you what you were doing beforehand. You didn't say you were talking to any fish.
I said I was hanging out.
He's just talking to locals. He did say he was talking to locals.
You did say you were talking to locals, but
y'all's perspective of a large fish is not what you think it is.
That's what took place.
All right, so it's a 256 pounds.
You didn't even catch a yellowfin tuna.
Yeah, no. He's
on the shore, Haven. He's at a dock. He's not out at sea. He's at a dock. There's no 250. All right, fine. You did it. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Now I haven't gone yet. Hey.
I know. I know you haven't gone. He didn't win.
I mean, would you like to make a change to the rules? I'd be 100% in favor of that going forward.
No.
What? No. I reward creative assholery. Good job.
Yeah.
Good work.
And I'm about to take advantage of that creative assholery.
That discovery. Yeah. Oh my god.
I think the name of this campaign should be "How Upset Can the DM Get at Peneus?"
Don't worry, dude. I've got tons of merchants lined up for you, buddy. Don't worry, I'll get you back.
This is true. I feel bad. I feel like Peneus. Okay. I don't feel bad because it really is Peneus doing it to himself. You know.
Yeah. The rest of us haven't bought anything yet, so.
Actually,
guys,
one person.
I said last campaign.
Someone who's in the competition is actually little Ioun. And Ioun runs up and says, "Wow, gosh, Peneus, hey, that's quite a fish. How'd you catch that? What'd you do? Hey, can I see your lure? Did you use string or did you use yarn or thread? Or
pushes him into the
the giant fish mouth eats him.
And then
this is a catch and release competition.
Right. All right. Okay. That was something. Good work. I'm gonna put separation.
What was the final count there? Was it 256?
256. A nice power of 2, actually. Good job.
Thank you.
Oh no. There we are. So Elba, you're up, and you had a fantastic cast all the way out there. You could certainly and feasibly, without any kind of like a made up bullshit story, catch a fish this large with what a great cast that you did. And your whip skills also contributed to it. And okay, here we go. She got a big one. She got a big one on the line. Oh my god, 30 seconds was far too long.
A lot of clicks.
That is a lot of clicks. The APM is off the charts. Oh my goodness. I'm just glad that I only have to count up to 2. Oh, okay. It froze for a second on my scene. Okay, you got 10 seconds. You're pulling this thing in. It's thrashing in the water. Everybody's cheering you on. This is the biggest fish that Tasseltory has ever seen, probably, except for Peneus's. And okay. All right, and you stopped pretty much right on the money. So, all right, let's see here. I'm only going to have to count up to
Very good at this again. I play video games right all day, y'all.
Great work.
Scrolling.
After this, I'm literally watching like a 30-minute anime, and then I'm going to be playing No Man's Sky the rest of the day.
So we
Nobody
have...
called.
You'd like to kick Pineus some commission for this, the technique improvement?
I know.
That's on you.
Don't worry. Well, if Pineus would fucking work better at the fucking brothel that he lives at for free.
Is this canon that Pineus is bad at his job? Is this canon? Is this
Not
part
that he's bad, he just slacks.
You're a slacker,
Pineus? Listen, I'm an artist.
That's a good point.
He needs so.
I mean, in all this time, though, how many nights has he performed at the brothel?
It's up to you guys.
Has he said that
I think it's been one night, maybe 1 or 2 nights I performed.
Yeah, we've been back for like a week and a half.
I'll just tell you, okay, I'm exhausted. I'm famished. I've been murdering things all week.
I apologize. I don't mean to be checking my phone during this. I know that's one of the rules, but work stuff is going on. I need to make sure shit's not breaking.
That's okay. I'm counting, so that's fine. There's definitely a break. 51, 54, 56, 60, 64.
I think during this time, Ganet's going around to like the fish that people have caught, and she's like kind of messing with them and poking at them and like sticking her finger in their mouth and being like, "Whoa, look at that! What's in there?" Maybe she kisses one, puts it back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't interact with you at all.
Well,
right
you
now.
know that's why
So
I'm stalling. I'm talking. I'm playing with the fish.
Yeah,
DM
we're talking.
DM yourselves for a moment.
DM ourselves.
Yes.
Elva's just sitting there waiting, tapping her toes, waiting for her count, looking at her nails, thinking about work.
Ganet is swimming around in the water, and she kind of like flashes Elva a little bit. She's like, "Come on in," and throws a little water up at her.
And
Yeah,
Elva just like,
"Come on, swim in with me."
Elva just like, no, not in that filth. Even though it's not really filthy water, but she's just very prissy. So she's like, no, after this, I have to go back to work. I can't be smelling like the ocean.
Oh. Anybody
I
want
whipped a
to swim
couple
with me?
dice too.
But she secretly likes that Ganet's being her friend.
I'm at 151 right now.
Oh, good.
I think I find some cool little shells or something, and I bring them back to show you guys. I'm like, look at my new treasures. This rock looks just like Panea. It's uncanny how much it looks like him. Look.
Dumb as a rock.
Pineus is like basking in his glory right now.
Are you worried at all that this currently 190-pound fish is being reeled in?
Yeah, I'm pretty worried, but you know what? You gotta take the sunlight when you got it.
Bask in the sun while you can, sir.
200. 207, 211, 212.
This would be the time to go get a refill while we've got
214.
Oh yeah.
One step ahead of you.
Yeah. Any refills, bio breaks, this is the time.
231. 237. 242. 247. 251. 253. Oh no, it's 256. So 253. 255, 257, and then yeah, so Elva definitely wins, and
wow,
it's by a fuckload. There's so many more numbers here.
I whiffed a few because I was trying to unmute myself, and I hit shift, and it changed the hotbar.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elva, that was easily a 350-pound fish that you pulled in. Easily.
I pulled in the yellowfin tuna.
Yes.
Let's go.
We're having sashimi tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this all goes back to the brothel. You know?
Wow. Holy
Elva
shit.
does wink at Pineus though, and is like, "I'll give you a cut."
Ooh.
You get like 4 gold out of the 16, but the rest is mine.
Appreciate it.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
It's not necessary. It's not necessary.
You can have the 50% off at Solomon's and Sons. You seem to go there.
You enjoy working with them.
I refuse. you know what? You should take that. You should definitely take the 50% off.
But aren't you gonna need that for the wings, the wing leather?
Nope, I don't need to go back in there. I got everything I need out of there.
But what are you gonna do with the manticore wing leather? Like,
I've got to take that to Cicero, and that's in.
Cicero. Okay, yeah.
Cicero is there with you guys right now.
I'm gonna try and hook up with him.
And he is begging you. He's begging you to let him taxidermy this phenomenal creature, and that's up to you whether or not you want to agree.
No, I want to share it with everybody at the brothel to eat.
Okay, cool.
Well, maybe you could just like keep the skin to taxidermy, and then okay.
You can't do that with fish. You have to you
don't know Cicero.
You can taxidermy a fish, but if you're not gonna eat it, what they do is they like just pretty much scrape out the inside, and you can't, and it kind of comes out as a mush. You can't really, when you're trying to cook really good tuna, you want the skin on and stuff like that. You have to cut from the skin. So
I'm just saying, my guy Cicero, he might be able to. I don't know.
Nah, fuck that.
All right.
I'm going to let Cicero, I'll tell Cicero about the manticore that's out by the Lady Adamantis and be like, hey, if you want to go taxidermy that, all I've done is cut off its tail and its wings. So, I mean, Penea's cut off the wing leather. So if you want to go taxidermy that before it gets a little too rotten, by all means. And I also have this tail back at the brothel. If you want to fashion that into something for me, by all means, you can do that too. But this fish... if you'd like to come join us for dinner at the brothel tonight, that's where it's gonna be.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. So this is great. So Elva, you win the competition, and everybody poses with their catches, and basically everybody
flute of sparkling water.
Yeah, everybody just kind of throws their 20-pound fish back in the ocean. And wants to just be there to help hold this massive monstrosity. It takes like 5 people side by side to hold this up, and you're standing in front of it with your flute of champagne. And Peneus,
Sparkling water, not champagne.
You caught the second biggest fish, so
feels good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Happy to be second best, you know.
Yeah, you're second best here.
And I'm posting a picture of the fish that I caught in the chat.
Oh yeah, sure.
Why does it do it double? I don't understand.
And it's a wonderful sort of like moment that this snapshot in time, they take this picture and they give it to you, Elva, and you have this picture of this triumphant moment in Tacitory with Table, the turtle, McFishface, and Cicero's there. And it's just like such a great picture. Honestly, it's everybody's smiling.
I really should have made tables.
Yeah, his midlife crisis is like, okay, maybe I'm not the fisherman, but like, look at this moment that I've helped create. Look at this moment that my McFishface fishery like housed, and he's really, really proud. Cicero is really, really happy. To your relief, Peneus, Acom, is that Aiden?
Aiden was the
nice
moody
boy.
one.
No, Artem is the moody one.
Oh yeah.
I think it's Aiden. Aiden is now peppering Elva with questions. Wow, how'd you do that? Can I feel your biceps? Did you use your biceps or was it triceps? I can't really tell. Latissimus dorsi really feels like the muscle that would be engaged when you're reeling in a fish of that size.
He like strong arms him right into the water.
He's back in the water again. Yeah. Wow.
He's going swimming today.
Twice in one day. That was fun.
He's just like, just
shut the hell.
I jump in the water with him.
Okay, I'm getting it.
Okay, finally someone to swim with me.
Push me.
Push me. That was fun.
You guys shove them, Gannon, and they get pictures of this too, and it's just sort of this like
everyone's
happy
having
sort
a good old time.
It's just it's just one of
like skulking in the corner because he really already had planned how he was going to use the. He's not happy in the pictures.
Ear Talk's a little unhappy. He's looking at his little fish and maybe your light coin purse, and you're thinking, man, I really could have used these funds. And yeah, and it's just sort of like the day kind of morphs from there. So Elva, you're not going to release the fish, you're going to kill it and eat it.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So Table's happy to help you with that. He cleans fishes, and this is sort of like an amazing process. So you guys kind of like, that's sort of a big activity of the day, and everybody kind of joins in. People who weren't part of the fishing competition kind of hear the excitement, and they're drawn to it. They come across the bridge out to the peninsula and kind of just like stand by and watch. And it sort of turns into this like, not like a festival, but kind of like this like kind of milling like activity. It's definitely the activity of the day for everybody, is cleaning this massive fish with all the guts. All the little kids are like, ew, guts. And Gannett, you're like grabbing some intestines and making bracelets out of them, and like
balloon animals.
Yeah, you're making balloon animals out of it. Ear Talk, I mean, do you want to keep skulking, or are you gonna soften up for this party, man?
Ear Talk will he'll have a couple of sippy cups.
Okay, nice. A couple sippy cups, and then you kind of get into it.
He cheers up.
All right, cool.
And he starts hugging people.
Nice. Yeah.
Now remember, the party's gonna actually move once it's done clean to the brothel, because remember, Elva does this also as a way for business. So like, people come to the brothel, they're all popped up on fish, you know.
There's
an
aphrodisiac. Tuna's an aphrodisiac, right?
Who knows? But they're all merry and joyous, and my brothel people know what to do, flirt, and get them to... Yeah, they know what they're doing. Again, Elva, all business up here.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's sort of this like procession between Moki's and the fishery, where people are just kind of traveling back and forth, getting their sippy cups. You take maybe like 5 or 6 trips, and you're feeling a little buzzed, but like you needed that after that loss. Peneus, you get the usual 3 different times. So you've got 12 kids' beers in your belly.
That's beautiful.
Elva, you've just got this sparkling water on tap from whoever. You just hold up your glass. You're the queen of the day, and everyone's coming by and just so excited, and it's just kind of, the rain kind of breaks.
I found this.
Oh, nice.
When
Perfect.
I was packing.
Excellent.
It says it's not drinking alone if the cat is home.
Holy shit, that is like a lot.
Yeah, my sister gave this to me years ago. I never used. What did you say?
I said, holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot to unpack there.
That's a lot to unpack there. I know. For someone who
I'm glad you've quit drinking.
Yeah.
I'm a recovering alcoholic, for those of you, for the viewers at home. But this is but I never used this wine glass, because I never used wine glasses with stems, because I would break them. I always used big mason jars. Again, alcoholic.
Yeah. So you guys have like a sort of this beautiful day in Tassel Torrey. The rain kind of breaks. You know, you were out there at dawn during like the morning golden hour, and then you clean the fish, and it takes pretty much the whole day, but it's all good. The chefs of Tassel Torrey are all watching and getting ready to prepare this feast and thinking about what types of different dishes they can make, because it's so much tuna, and like Tassel Torrey, we're used to abundance. A good portion of the tuna meat is thrown back into the ocean for any types of like fish to eat, because that's sort of how Tassel Torrey does when it comes to abundance. When they're given abundance, they give back all surplus. It's not a gluttonous place, but they also know when they've earned a fucking party. So all these incredible tuna dishes are made. There's sushi and sashimi out the wazoo. There's these tuna steaks being made, and like tuna based cocktails at Moki's that you're like, oh, that sounds horrible, but they're like amazing somehow, with like I don't know what they're mixed with, but like instead of olives, there's like tuna in the martinis, and it's like it works. Ooh. It's like weird, but it's
a fishy martini, actually.
Yeah, it like the salty weirdness, it kind of like works, and it's just like this awesome event. And you get all these photos of it, and it's really just like a really triumphant day. And that's what happens. That's what happens that day. That was the fishing competition. I'm glad that you guys did that. And
what a beautiful competition.
That really, really cool design.
Thank you.
Despite the loophole that.
Yeah, son of a bitch. I should have thought of that. That's on me. I mean, you guys, you are in such great luck that you have a DM that doesn't really know the mechanics of Dungeons and Dragons, because you can absolutely abuse them, and I'll reward them. I'll for the most part, I'll reward a creative solution that's within the realm of possibilities, because like I learned something, and also I want you guys to like feel like your creativity is like is important and valued. So that was pretty funny. You're a son of a bitch, but good job.
Honestly, I hated that.
You hated that.
I think encouraged is the word you were looking for.
Our resident, like, Brennan actually knows the mechanics and gameplay.
I know.
Is a good rule follower.
Thank you for playing the game as intended. Your talk.
Yeah, like
roll worse on initiative.
Of, like the motion was like the funnest part.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, trying to like click back and forth and get it like
That was exciting.
Paneas is a damn min-maxer, dude. He's a damn min-maxer, and you know what?
The Bill Belichick of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, your talk is always going to be a little sus of how you
yeah.
Fair.
Yep.
I'm not a purist.
Okay, that's fair. But you did not use magic, and yeah, so and Cicero's there, and he's pretty impressed, and you guys get to know him a little bit better. He's an interesting character. So if I can just talk about how Cicero was sort of behaving here at the party. So Cicero is he's got like very dark features. He's a human, and he's wearing very practical clothing. He has like a long-sleeved white shirt, kind of like the style of this shirt where it has like the buttons and it's like a white long-sleeved shirt. And then he has like, they're tucked into these khaki pants that have these suspenders up them. And he has what looks like sort of a tool belt with some pouches on it, but it's all very practical. He has thin, like not thin, but stringy. He's a human, and he has like not stringy, but straight black hair that like is it's like kind of heavy, and very dark eyes. And he tells you guys about his taxidermy shop, and all the while you guys are partying, he's partaking in beer because that is like just a social custom. He's not against drinking, but he's not letting himself particularly loose. He's not getting drunk. He's just being an effective party goer. And you learn that he's a really a very pragmatic person. He likes to achieve. He likes to get things done, and he's very focused and very driven on whatever goals are put in front of him. He's not cold, but he's not like lively. He's there. And he's solid is a good way to describe Cicero.
Like very matter of fact.
He's very matter of fact. That's a good way to put it. He's very matter of fact, but not in a particularly off-putting way. He's still enjoyable to talk to, but he's not the source. He'll participate in fun, but he's not the source of it, type of thing. He has his taxidermy shop that's in Cornucopis, but he is originally in Tasseltory to study magic, and you learn that he's a wizard, and very unlike a lot of the wizards that you've encountered in the world, who are very flamboyant and sort of douches with regards to like being so smart, and wizards kind of like, they tend to think that they're better than other people because of how hard they study, and they believe that they're just so strong and so cool. Cicero's not really like that. He uses his magic to just like get things done more efficiently than you could otherwise, including defense and including combat, because he wants to be effective in case there's an altercation. But he's doing his current year-long stint in Cornucopis as part of his education in tasseltory, and he decided when he got down there and he was noticing, that some people, they were bringing not like animals that were meant for eating down to the slaughterhouse for like either euthanasia purposes or to have clothing made, like animals that they hunted, but not livestock. He kind of was thinking, maybe we can make something more out of these deaths. Maybe we can make something that it's very unlike Cicero to do this, because it's not like a pragmatic thing, a taxidermy thing, but something about it, he took to it and he incorporated his magic and was able to practice it, and people seem to really like how unique it was. So this is Cicero. He's a wizard. He's middle-aged maybe, and he's still studying, and yeah, so you guys get to know him quite a bit. Does anybody want to ask Cicero anything specific during this day or anything like that?
I'd like to speak to Cicero about my flaps.
About your flaps?
The manticore flaps?
My manticore wing flaps.
Sure. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, what do you want to ask him?
Here's what I'd really like to present him with the material.
Okay.
And ask him, listen. I'd look at him, I'd say, listen, Cicero, you're an artist, right? I'm not going to tell you how to paint.
He sort of straightens out your cat ears. They were a little crooked. He straightens them out while you're talking to him.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Sure.
I love the cat ears. I love what you did with the cat ears. I'm wondering what you might imagine doing with this material.
Okay, so he asked to look at it. So do you have 2 rolls of it, right?
I've got 2 rolls. They're like pretty decently sized rolls, I believe.
Okay, cool. So he unfurls them, and they're still in like pretty good health. It's pretty recent that you got these, and he says, okay, it's not an exorbitant amount of material. I can't make, say, a coat out of this. I can make a small cape, or a scarf. It would be a leather scarf. It would be pretty uncomfortable. I'm imagining it's to wear or for decoration.
I think I'd like to wear. A cape sounds pretty cool.
I could make a cape. So with these 2 pieces, what I think I would be able to do for you here is, so I'll have to get some. Do you mind the material of the string for the cape at all?
No.
Okay, great. So I'll just get some basic thread or something like that. This would be entirely free of charge. This would not take much for me.
Wow.
I will just have to. And he pulls out from his tool belt. He has like a measuring tape, and he measures your shoulders, the span and the breadth. He measures your chest, and he's just doing this all while talking to you. You've got your dual fisting sippy cups, and you're like this. While he goes under here.
Just like getting measured up.
Well, you get measured up at.
I have a great idea.
In the fishery, and he
we
says,
should start a business, man.
He says, all right, now, I have a better idea of what I can do with this. This is clean material. What I can make for you is going to be a cape. Now, it's not going to be a full floor length cape. This isn't a ton of material. It's going to be probably about down to your mid back. It would be sort of just like a shoulder, like a shoulder shawl type. Yeah, like a shawl, like a shoulder shawl type thing. And it can be in 2 pieces separately that sort of drape over each arm. I think that's what would look best for you here. So it would be sort of not like a long cape, but like a short cape. Is that?
What about some kind of a kilt?
I could certainly make a kilt. Yeah.
Look in the general chat. This is what I thought you were gonna do with them to match your little cat ears. You make little bat wings.
Oh golly! Oh my gosh!
Had I got the bone off,
yeah,
I definitely would.
He can incorporate the bone. He can do all that. It doesn't have to be real bone.
It'll look artificial. I want to use the essence of what this material is. I think maybe a kilt would be perfect if that's possible.
It'll be a leather.
Yeah,
kilt.
That's cool.
You would. Oh, I can certainly do that. And he starts measuring. He's down. He's not worried.
Yeah, easy there, Cicero.
Yeah, he's not worried about.
Oh, that's a good one.
Watch the tape measure, buddy.
Yep. I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have to worry about bumping into anything. And he's measuring it around your thigh, and
oh shit!
I think I'm good. I saw that cast.
Elvis over there.
really cold out here. I've been in the rain all
day. Yeah. So he agrees. He can make you a little manticore wing leather kilt.
Perfect.
And
love that.
It would just be free of charge, and that would be that. Do you want any pleating or any air vent or anything going on? Kilts are typically pleated, or are you thinking more just like a tight, hot leather skirt type situation?
I think I want just a tight leather skirt. Yeah. But you know what? No. Because you know what? I'm in battle a lot lately.
Okay.
That's gonna be tough. Okay. And you know what? No.
We could do loincloth style.
No, I want it tight. I want it to look sexy. I'm not worried about the pleating.
Okay, so he measures your ass, and he goes, all right, Paneas, I can make this for you, and he takes the leather, the wings, and he says it's gonna take me a little while because I have to tan this leather and soften it up, condition it, make sure that it's really nice, and yeah, I'll have that for you in maybe a week. And you know what? Free charge because you brought me something not mangled. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I have a new no mangled corpses policy.
Just because of me.
Not because I'm upset at you at all, but because I don't think I'll ever top this, and I just like to go out on a high note. I'm just that kind of a
Appreciate
person.
That.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. I'm honored. Honored to have been the last mangled piece of artwork you made.
Yeah, of course. By the way, I'm not a clothing maker. Just so that you know, just if we can just set these expectations. I'm a taxidermist, not a clothing.
Call yourself what you want. What you do is you make magic. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Paneas. Yeah, great. Okay, cool. One tight leather skirt on its way. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. Cool. Anybody else want to ask this or anything?
Is there any way you can just point the camera to show Cole that I'm wearing the helmet?
Oh, Max is here.
Hi.
Oh, good. You wore the helmet. Nice.
That's what I wanted to show.
Hey, man.
Awesome.
He's safe.
Paneas, I put what your skirt's gonna look like in the general chat.
Ooh, yeah.
Check it out.
Oh, it's yes.
Yeah.
Oh, a front
exactly
zipper.
like that. But is it black? I think it's.
Well, the Manticore's brown.
No, it's brown. It will be.
Oh, it was.
It will be just like that.
It's somewhat translucent.
Yeah, it's a little translucent. It definitely is. Yeah.
Oh, if you want like more translucent, like hold on.
Are you gonna
That's
find?
perfect.
Yeah, but that is definitely gonna be the style that you're going
That's
for.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like you can do like that.
Exactly. I can't wait for you to get a bra made as well, Paneas. You're gonna be all outfitted up.
I'm gonna walk out of this campaign with a whole new wardrobe.
Definitely.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Go ahead and place the Amazon
I want a
order.
crop top next for you.
Yeah, I gotta hop on Amazon.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Go ahead and place the Amazon order real quick, and then. Oh no, Levi! What kind of a world did you bring him into?
He's gonna be so upset once he actually starts looking at me. He's like, "Why the fuck are you wearing cat ears on Saturdays?"
Catterdays. It's for Catterdays.
Catterday, dude.
Catterday.
It's Catterday. We're good.
He's gonna disown himself. He's gonna Macaulay Culkin himself and just walk out.
Disown himself.
Emancipated.
Does anybody have any legit questions to ask this Cicero character, who to me seems
We're
like
getting some echoing somewhere.
Oh, that would be it.
Oh yeah, I had taken it out. Let me put it back.
Oh, for the headphones. Yeah. Are we good?
Is that better?
Yeah, way better.
Yeah, perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Yeah. No one has any other questions for?
I mean, I'm interested in talking to Cicero. You know, we've built up a business. You know, since he's doing this thing for free, I'd love to maybe buy him a sippy cup with my friends.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. And he obliges. He's very, very kind about the interaction. Moki, you guys go to Moki's and Moki slides it over to him. He grabs it very deftly. He just pops it and he hits you with a nice fat cheers and downs the sippy cup as fast as the sippy lid will allow. And
It isn't very fast.
It's not very fast, but so about 2 minutes later, you guys go, ah. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I mean, so now it's me and it's Pineas rather and Cicero, and we've got everyone here, right? Or is it just the two of us?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be there?
I'll be there.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, because I'm gonna talk to him about the butt plug thing.
Oh yeah, the Manticore butt plug.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So, Cicero, I was thinking, like, I know it's kind of out of your customary sort of thing, but
right.
I have the tail of the Manticore.
Oh
and
my. That is.
I was wondering, I do have some people who are interested in more exotic toy play, so I was wondering if maybe you could turn this into toy play.
Children,
No.
toys?
No. Bedroom toys. You know what I'm talking about. I run a brothel, Cicero. You know
Sexual
this.
intercourse.
Yes.
Between consenting
sexual
parties.
Toys. Yes, exactly. Here in my brothel that I run, that you visit every once in a while, Cicero. Don't act like you're not here every other weekend.
It's for business as well.
Sure.
I have deliveries.
Sure. That's
I signed
what
a
we call
confidentiality waiver.
I understand.
Okay.
Well, you're acting dumb here, so you're trying to play dumb.
My new friend is
I'm
here.
just saying.
Okay.
I would like to. She's talking quietly.
Wait, Cicero comes to the brothel?
I can't give you that information. Anyways, you like catch that and then you ask, and then we go. Anyways, I was wondering if you would happen to make this into a butt plug. So I know that the tail is quite large and long. We could cut it down some, but it would mainly be for our larger guests, like our orcs and things of that nature, that are into that sort of thing. Or even the people that like the larger inserts, because we do have some of those as well.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Let me see here. I don't know a few things, if you'll excuse me for my ignorance. One is, I don't know what a good butt plug would be. Could you provide the butt plug? Is that what it's called? That's the official. That's what it's called. Butt plug. Okay. You would have to provide me with this toy. I will then affix it. You could very likely do this yourself. Is there anything that you want me to do in terms of?
I guess we could. I guess it would be good to have it so that the butt plug attachment could be interchanged. Is that something, or at least could you at least taxidermy this?
Yeah,
tail
he could preserve the tail.
It could be preserve the tail for me.
Absolutely.
You may not necessarily have to do the attachments. I may have to go somewhere else for that.
Yes.
Now that I
want to shoot spikes.
What's that?
No, do not want it to shoot.
God.
So
I want the spikes to stay attached. Okay. Obviously, maybe dull them down just a little bit so they're not too sharp on the guests. But preserve the tail for me if you could.
Of course, yes.
So that it can be used regularly.
Yeah,
it'll need to be flexible, just a little bit,
Okay. This I understand. This is within my realm. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll dull the spikes. It has spikes still attached to it.
Yes.
Oh my! How long?
It has some spikes.
Is it?
They were like a foot long. Yeah.
The spikes are a foot long. I was a young manticore. And how long is the tail?
I think it's in my room, so I'll have to bring it down to you, but it is about 6 feet long.
6 feet. Okay, this is okay, good. It was a young manticore. This is good. They can grow. Those tails can be about 12 or 15 feet on the larger ones. But this is good. I was going to say it's going to have considerable weight. I don't know. That's going to be up to you in terms of whether or not a person's.
It's going to be up to the guest that wants to use it. They'll be able to. They'll be able to pick it up and feel its weight and see if that's something that they want to use.
I see. Okay, yes. I can prepare that for you. No problem whatsoever.
Wonderful.
And for Elva, the queen of the day, this is on the house.
Oh, I had no problem paying you.
Of course you didn't.
But if
You're always so fair with your business. But you know what? This that fish that you caught today, 16 gold pieces and 50% off that piece of shit store. Excuse me. They don't. He
Nance's
doesn't even
face.
sell swords. He
There's not wrong.
look. At the very least, let me do this for you.
Well, I
You've
appreciate
earned
that.
it,
Thank you
of
so
course.
much.
As far as getting the actual mechanism affixed,
I may have to go to like the crafting guild.
I
For that or
would talk to someone at the Spire of Craft. What I'll do is I'll prepare that area. I'll sort of make it flat in such a way that I can even maybe put like a layer of like a resin type of thing that can be drilled into without boring into the actual, and would that be okay?
that would be wonderful.
All right, I can do that. And so one skirt and one butt plug prepped manticore tail and 100% on the house for you too. All right.
Wow.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. Can I get you sparkling water?
Oh no, I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
I think Janet walks up to them while they're chatting, and she's had, 2 sips of her sippy cup of beer, so she's feeling loose, and she says, Cicero, did you know I'm an orphan?
Oh dear! Wow.
I'm an orphan.
You're
I
an
lost
orphan.
both my parents.
Yes.
It was tragic. They were struck by lightning right in front of me.
Struck by lightning right in front of you, and you weren't struck by lightning as well?
No, I was just far enough away. It didn't get me. I felt the electricity in the air though as I saw them. I saw the skeletons. It's like just like in the cartoons. It happens just like that.
That must have been very hard for you.
Thank you, Anton. Yes.
Do you need a hug? Is this what this is?
I would love a hug. Thank you,
I will hug you.
Cicero.
Yeah, sure. And Cicero
Did it
hugs you.
smell?
Huh?
Did it smell?
My parents when they were struck by lightning. Yes.
Yeah, when
Yes.
they got barbecued.
Yeah, it was like a Fourth of July parade. They just,
That's a very jubilant comparison you've made.
they just yeah, they were all toasted up and charred and grilled, and it was really horrifying. And I appreciate your support.
Who
Cicero.
are you? I don't.
I'm Organic.
Hello, I'm Cicero.
Hi. Thank you for the hug.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can do for you?
What's your deal?
My deal.
Mhm.
Specify?
Like, tell me about your where you from?
Where I'm from.
What do you do for?
Great question.
What's like you? What do you dream about?
I don't dream much. Do you dream?
Oh, I dream all the time. Last night I dreamt I was stuck in this tower and I found an old balloon and I blew it up and I was able to float down out of the tower and as I was floating out of the tower over the town, I could see below me there were just a bunch of little mushroom people made of mushrooms. It was really crazy.
That's a good dream.
It was very fun, yes.
Great.
Anyway,
That's good.
this is a good party.
Enjoyable, yes. Agreed.
So, Cicero, I'd love to know, I mean, why are you here? Usually you're in Cornucopis. What are you doing here?
I was here for the fishing competition.
How'd you do?
Terribly. My lure was fantastic, but the cast that I cast out was not good. And believe it or not, the lure, once I hooked the fish, the lure, it snapped off and the fish got away with it. I really liked that lure too. It was beautiful. But nope, no luck today. Sometimes.
So you said you snapped one off on the fish?
I snapped one off on the fish, yes. Is that a joke?
Yeah.
Haha.
That's gonna happen. No, you just gotta look out for that. That's all.
And there's the luck element to fishing, and so it's not my favorite, but I like to, try out things that are difficult. If Tori's taught me anything, it's that do what you're least comfortable with, because as the old saying goes, I'm sure you know it. What holds us, we don't understand. What we hold, we choose to be. Penes, have you been going to the temple?
Yeah, I'm there like all the time.
All the time. That's great. You enjoy
Yeah,
it there.
I just go in there and I kind of I kind of pray it up. I feel like I just get right in touch, with the God.
I've heard that's an effective pursuit. So
it's very effective. It's been really effective for me. It's really fantastic. There's a lot. Yeah. Do you go? Do you go as well?
No.
You don't go at all?
I don't.
Why not?
I believe that what I need is available to me. I don't need a temple. I don't need a god. I have what I need.
What do you need?
Right now I need to finish my stint in Cornucopia, continue my studies as a wizard, and improve in magic. I'm getting okay at it, but not to my standards. We'll get there. We will get there.
What do you want to do with this wizardry? What have you always dreamt of doing? Why wizardry?
You people dream a lot, huh?
We do. That's what we do here in Tuscaloosa.
Racist for me to say when I said you people again.
I mean, you said it to a lot of different races at the same time, so I don't feel as though it's racist. Right.
Okay.
Do you not dream? You don't dream at all. I know you said you don't dream. But is that at night you don't dream, or you don't have aspirations?
My aspirations currently are to, as I said, finish my stint in Cornucopia and continue my studies as a wizard. I just want to be a better wizard. That's, if you can call that a dream. I guess it's a task that I'm currently completing.
You're a pretty fucking weird guy, Cicero.
Hey, says the guy with fucking cat ears.
And soon a mini skirt.
Fucking watch yourself, Cicero.
Come on, Phineas. It's okay. I'm just joshing with you. I'm just joking.
I love the ears. They're fantastic.
I'm very happy. Yeah, they look great on you. Come on. You know me.
I appreciate it. Sometimes I like to lick them and clean them,
That is interesting. There is something about them. I noticed that while you talk, they move. They do. That's not me. That's you, Peneus. I didn't do that.
I don't know.
I don't know
you did to them, I love them.
There was something about them when I made them that I like. There was something about it, like I said, and yeah. But I'm noticing they perk up. When you're suspicious of me, you're a pretty weird dude. They did one up, one down a little bit.
They just perked
a little bit. Yeah, they're fantastic. Yeah. Can you hear out of them? That's crazy, right? That's crazy.
I can't tell yet.
Okay.
Because I've been able to hear everything. But
that's true. You still have ears.
Yeah. So once I don't know. Sometimes I feel like my hearing's been improved, but it's tough to tell if that's the ears or if that's just me.
True. Fair.
Ear Talk is going to extend his hand and say, "Oh, by the way, my name is Ear Talk. I'm not sure if I've introduced myself."
Cicero, charmed, and he shakes your hand, very firm handshake. Even to you, a half orc, you overpower him. He's lean. He's like a lean dude, but he's strong. He's definitely worked with his hands, and he has a very firm handshake. He's a gruff person.
Yeah, Ear Talk has been observing him, and he decides he likes the cut of his jib.
Nice.
And he says, "One pious magician to a atheist magician. Seems like you know your way around this area."
You're a magician. You practice magic.
Yes, I practice in the healing arts.
And you are, pardon me, again, you seem like maybe half orc human something?
Well, yes, it's so.
Interesting. And yet you practice healing, not combat or. Again, I don't mean to generalize. I'm just observing.
Yeah, well, I never really fit in anywhere, so I'm used to not making sense.
And you fit in here. How long have you been here in Tasseltory?
Like a few weeks, I guess.
I was gonna say I don't even know. Oh well, welcome. I'm glad that you fit in, and your friends are wonderful. Are you gonna ask me about my dreams?
No, no.
Thank you.
I'm interested in more current events.
I as well. Ear talk. Let's talk.
Let's.
Currently, have you been speaking with anyone in town specifically, or have you been hearing anything that perhaps me and Cornucopus that I would not have heard?
Well, I was gonna ask you the same thing.
Great.
There seems to be a sort of darkness or a fear amongst the town, and I've personally been feeling some bad vibes pulling me towards the
Vibes.
spires.
Is that a vibes? Is that a healing? How do you mean? Like just bad, negative emotions? As
Yeah,
well.
like vibrations.
Oh, vibrate. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't familiar with the colloquialism. That makes a lot of sense. Yes. What an interesting way to phrase it. Yeah. Vibrations.
Is
Certainly.
that what vibes is short for?
That blows my mind. If so, absolutely blows my mind.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
I thought so. I don't know.
Yeah.
It checks out, dude. My head just exploded.
Good vibrations, good vibes, yeah.
That makes sense. That's an
Oh
astute
my God,
observation.
Marky Mark's song. You've got those good vibrations.
Yeah, or the
sorry.
Beach Boys. Right?
Yeah,
Beach
whatever.
Boys? Yeah.
Marky Mark, shirt off. Shush.
Marky Mark.
I was wondering what was happening around Cornucopus or
Similar.
around here that might be putting people off and in fear.
You know, it's really interesting that you asked that. Down in Cornucopus, there is talk, and we've even started to see. I to begin, I've been feeling these vibrations, as you say, but I'm not particularly perturbed by them when I experience them, but to see it en masse is noteworthy, particularly with regard to the animals of Cornucopus. They have been unruly, a little bit unruly lately. The pigs have been getting into scoffs. We had one cow actually kick over another cow. This has never happened. They're so well taken care of that I wonder if, are you familiar with chickens?
I've had a few.
Are you familiar with their reproductive process, that they lay eggs?
You mean breakfast?
Well, we do.
They lay breakfast.
They lay breakfast.
Dinner lays breakfast.
Dinner lays. Dinner lays breakfast, often in the middle of the night. And are you familiar that actually out of breakfast hatches a baby dinner? Am I using these words correctly?
Yeah, this is correct.
And
I love this.
And I wonder to myself, what came first, breakfast or dinner? Have you ever thought of that?
I usually have dinner before I have breakfast too.
But then you have breakfast before dinner, don't you? I mean, they're intertwined in such a way. And so when I'm thinking about the vibrations that, as you describe them, or the descent, or it's not descent because it doesn't have an object like that, but just the anxiety, I wonder if this behavior that it's the behavior is producing the anxiety, or if the anxiety is producing the behavior. And with regards to the animals, I don't think that they have the social capacity to feel anxiety at the behavior of humans. So I wonder if the vibrations are at the root of this. I don't know. I don't tend to put thought into these subtle matters of vibrations very much. Certainly not as much as a practicer of the healing arts as you. I tap mostly in, as a wizard, I study. It's very cerebral. It's very matter of fact, very tangible. So I just see the behavior. But I don't know. It makes me wonder. This time in Tasseltori, as, sickeningly hippy-dippy, if you can allow me to say that, as this place may be, I have recognized my limitations through it, in terms of, for these people, the vibrations seem to have an impact. I don't know. Do you have any more thoughts? That mainly I want to convey to you, and I know I'm going on, but that...
I completely understand what you're saying. We're going to go talk to as many chickens as we can find.
Yes.
We're going to get to the root of this problem.
I'm going to go have a conversation with my dinner.
I'm gonna come with you.
You speak to chickens.
I want to be part of that.
You can speak to chickens.
Well, not speak per se.
You can commune. You can commune with the chicken and understand.
Yes.
And you can read its thoughts.
Sounds like these animals are closer to the source of what's causing the problem than the people.
Perhaps. I'm not sure. I don't know. I only know that animals, they don't tend to work themselves up over nothing. Humans and orcs and us in the civilized society, we tend to give silly things like worry and what if a lot more power than they deserve. But to see it in the animals makes me think it's more real. I normally don't respect this type of thing, but seeing it in the animals, now it could just be an isolated incident. I don't know. But not isolated incident, but just a coincidence, rather. But it's something I noticed. Most of the time, people just kind of ignore it. I don't know. But if you can speak to chickens, if you can speak to, I assume you can then speak to pigs and cows. I don't know how you can do that, but to be honest, I hadn't met a half-orc healer until today, so yeah. That's something you can do. Please come down to Cornucopis and speak to our livestock and see if they can tell you what's happening.
Yeah, I don't think I was being exactly clear. I can sort of get a vibration from these animals.
Yes. Okay. I think I understand your talk.
I do have one more question.
Oh yeah.
Would you like to go 2-for-1 odds on a D20?
D20?
God damn it. Wait.
I don't know. D20. I don't know.
Here, and your talk will pull out a 20-sided dice.
Okay.
And say, 1 to 11 is me. 12 to 20 is you. We both pay $20 to the winner. 20 gold.
20 gold? I can't afford 20 gold, and ear talk. This dice weighted. I don't know who made this for you, but it's not a fair die.
Oh shit.
What say you?
I'm not blaming you, and I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just saying you should know about your tools. I'm sorry, is this... this is you who made the die. I apologize. What were the odds?
Give me the die.
Oh, okay. Here you are. Is the bet off? No gambling.
Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. I'll be in Cornucopis. We'll talk to chickens and roll something else. Good luck. By the way, I think that gentleman over there would be happy to play with you. And he points over to it's gonna be let's make it, what's his name? Fucking Gare the Bear. Gare the Bear. You're familiar with him. Gare the Bear. He's shuffling a deck of cards. He's looking around for someone to play. And maybe you can Gare the Bear would be down for a bet.
Okay.
Not 20 gold, but he'd be down. If you wanted to. It's up to you.
No, your talk is just gonna kind of slink back into the bushes.
Oh, bushes. Oh no.
Into the hypothetical bushes.
Okay. Goodbye. Is that? Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. And Cicero.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. All right.
Okay, bye.
Cool. Cicero. Great. You guys have met Cicero pretty deeply now.
Cicero.
And that's pretty cool. Now, the day is going to end. Everybody's going to return to their beds and go to sleep for the night. And just to be clear, Peneus, when you sleep, your ears go.
That's perfect.
So they're like and they're getting more over time, just over these past few weeks, but over time they're getting more like synced,
Sentient?
attuned.
Like
They're not
seeking it.
sentient on their own. They're attuning to you in a way.
Well, I've also noticed that, like, because I'll take them off at the end of the day, but I've noticed lately it's been a little tougher to get them off.
Oh, interesting. They feel maybe caught in your hair, or
Yeah, they've just been getting caught a lot. So I'm not...
It's interesting. That is interesting. Oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen with this skirt then.
Oh my gosh. I sent you a link to Amazon in the chat.
I saw it's perfect.
Oh
I hope they
Yeah.
make it in a men's size extra small.
Yeah, I do too.
Like a foreskin around your thighs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly what it would be. Okay, great.
I mean,
So
I have no doubt that I could find a website with a men's leather skirt on it for
for
you
sure.
if you'd like.
So you guys all retire. You're talking, and Gannett, you guys are in the dormitory. Gannett, you're kind of twirling around, running around, just you had such a great day. You're singing "Free Best Friends in the Entire World."
We're the best of friends,
Yeah.
and I love them like my own.
Exactly. And you're pretty tipsy as well. Like you've had a number, you let yourself go. As you're walking back to your dorm, you're stopping people and telling them about how your parents are dead. Just random people as they walk. We go, "Excuse me, did you know my parents died?" And just like talking to them about that, I guess. And everyone's like, okay, fine. And you're slinking back. Eartalk, you need a W, man. You need a W, man. You need a W.
I know.
Yeah, you've been down and out a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
He didn't mean to hand the loaded dice over.
Oh.
So he's shook at his mishandling of his little secret pouches.
So you have regular dice and loaded ones that look the same.
Yeah, I've got every kind of dice
Yeah.
you could think of.
Okay, cool. And by the way, that may have passed, but Cicero's very observant, has worked with his hands his entire life.
He's like, I like that. We're not gonna much by Cicero.
Yeah, he's he has his flaws, but the tangible world is not where you'll find them for the most part. He's pretty tuned in to the physical realm. Anyway, you need W. We got to get you a W one of these days. So you guys are returning, and Peneus and Elva, you guys go back to the brothel after this wonderful party. Actually, you're already at the brothel because the wonderful party was taking place there. And Elva, you're booked solid for the entire evening. Everyone's happy, having a great time.
My employees have charmed the pants off of everybody.
Of course. And for the purposes of the world that we're in here, citizens of Tasseltori, they get your services for free, because there's a bartering system in terms of the people of Tasseltori don't. They will basically be providing you with everything that you need to run your business in exchange for this type of stuff. So just to keep you from like adding gold.
We said that the gold was separate. We discussed this, that the gold was separate.
Okay.
For and I don't dip into it.
Okay, cool.
I have my own separate gold that's mine.
Okay.
But any money that the brothel makes goes only to the brothel, and none of it goes to me. So
Awesome.
we had figured this out because that's something we were worried about.
I forgot about that. Okay, great.
Yes,
And I've
scratch
also
that.
I also added your 16 gold and 50% off coupon to your inventory for you. Just so you know.
Cool. Can you take 4 from me and give 4 to Peneus?
Yeah,
for
sure.
His, for his cheat. So I was like, I don't know.
Peneus inventory.
Peneus appreciates it.
Yeah.
And then Elva inventory.
How's your plant doing?
Good.
The little roots are just starting to poke out, so he might be ready for dirt soon.
Yay.
That's awesome.
Trying to propagate him from another plant.
There you go.
I've been trying to do that with Levi. That hasn't worked out yet.
Have you been soaking him in water?
Yeah, you just gotta cut off like right below the joint and then put it in water.
A little bit and stick it in, and then
Yeah.
it's turning green. I think that's good.
Yeah, green is good. Yellow, not good.
Yellow, not good. Green, good. Okay.
Seems like the other way to make another one would be much more fun and easier, but sure.
For you.
Speak for yourself. Yeah. You have not met Gemma. She is very mean.
I mean, like I meant the bedroom. I meant the bedroom part. The bedroom part of like the making, and then.
Oh yeah, that's fun, but the propagating it lasts way longer. So it's
Yeah.
Speak for yourself, bro. I last 9 months in the sack. Anyhow, here we go. Everybody goes to sleep. You're all unconscious. Everybody, all 4 of you, without knowing that this happens to all of you. You all are going to have the same dream this evening. It's a very quick dream. It's a very slight dream. And the dream is you see Earth, an empty Earth, pretty desolate, and spewing from the Earth, a tower starts to emerge and goes up higher and higher and higher. And you look up and this tower continues all the way up into the clouds. You see that below, as it's emerging, you see spiral staircases, small buildings attached to the sides of it. It has sort of this pink color, and it goes all the way up until it is past the clouds and out of your sight. And the base of it is growing, and as it's emerging, it's becoming larger and larger. The base is getting larger, and it's getting to the point where, while the tower sprouted from was far away, the edges of it, like a mountain, the birth of a mountain is what you're witnessing here, is getting closer and closer to you, and the ground is sort of avalanching towards you. And just as the ground swallows you up, you awake. And the dream just sort of mists itself away the way that dreams do. Some sort of a tower in the middle of nowhere. That was that. So you guys wake up the next day, splash some water on your faces, get up for the day. Peneus, you affix your...
My ears are drenched.
And
yeah.
There's almost a groove in your head now on your skull, like where
they go.
And they just slip right into place. Everybody wakes up, and everybody individually is going to go to the temple this morning. And there's a lot of people at the temple. And you all go downstairs. It's silent. And you see each other. And especially Elva, you're there. And from what we know about you, this is very rare occurrence. And Peneus, it's pretty rare for you. And Gannet, it's not as rare, but not as common. And Eartalk, you especially, you see all three of them there at the same time. And you think, that's interesting. What a coincidence. And you're not together, but all four of you see each other and silently go in the procession down into the temple. And you go down into the temple and you see the candlelight as you go down lit up, and you see the phrase that is often uttered amongst those in Tacitory. It says, "What holds us we do not understand." And it's sort of lit up and scrawled on the like an overhang as you descend down into the darkness of the temple. Everybody has a candle that they get down at the bottom, all lit, and everyone proceeds into the temple in their own way. And you guys are walking, and it's silent, and you're not thinking of much of anything as this is what happens in the temple. Your mind sort of naturally empties, and you just kind of go with the tide of your own movement and your own breath and your own vibrations. And you pass through a node with a few kids talking about soccer. You pass through a node talking with several pregnant women in it, talking about their child, soon-to-be child. You pass through a node, people talking about electricity. All of you passing through these nodes separately, some of you going through them, some of you not going through them. You're all taking these different paths, and you all join up in what seems to be the most crowded room that you've ever seen, the most crowded node that you've seen in Tasseltory up until this point. And everybody is talking about their dreams. Everybody's talking about their dreams. And in this room, it seems that you aren't the only ones having dreams. Especially having dreams that feel significant enough to pull you towards this node. And as you arrive, you all mill about, you're listening, you hear people mentioning dreams, you hear people mentioning nightmares. Specifically, it's a fear vibe in this room, not good dreams. These are scary dreams. And they're different for everybody. Some people are witnessing a landslide swallowing them. Some people are witnessing a horrible blizzard. Some people are witnessing shadow figures coming towards them, attacking them. Some people are witnessing these monoliths, and you even hear a few people talking about a spire, that they're seeing some sort of a spire. I don't think that any of you have the wherewithal in this moment, especially the three of you who don't come down here often enough and maybe aren't quite so privy to the etiquette of the prayer in the Temple of Ioun, to interact with any of these people, but you are listening, and you do catch each other's eye all in this temple and you don't speak to each other, and you just kind of stand there and you just kind of absorb the vibrations of this situation. And the general vibe as you're preparing to leave from the temple this morning and return is that there's something happening to everybody right now, and it's not typical, and dreams are in it. This mention of the spire, this is now the second or third time maybe that we've heard this. And then this imagery kind of tickling part of the backs of your subconscious mind regarding the dream that you all had last night. You're wondering if everybody's been having some sort of a weird dream. You don't remember your exact dream, but you do kind of get that avalanche feeling. It sort of hits close to home. And as you're exiting, everyone goes silent once again as you go into sort of the neurons of the temple that connect the nodes to one another, and you get back to the entrance quite naturally. And as you're climbing up, you see on the back side of that overhang, on the front of which on your way in said, "What holds us we do not understand." As you walk out, you see on the back, "What we hold we choose to be." And you rise back up into the daylight, and that's that. Everybody goes about their day as normal. That was our Temple of Ioun prayer that everybody for the first time participated in all at once.
Your talk wants to invite everybody to Moki's.
To Moki's. Okay. It's like 7 a.m. But
that won't be a problem.
TV's open.
It's not a problem. It's open. He's not at the beach. Everybody. I'm assuming that everybody's down.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
I'm gonna order a round of like Bloody Mary shots with a little oyster in them.
Oh wow. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll get a virgin for Elva, and yeah, great.
Just some sparkling water for me, thanks.
Just sparkling water. Okay, cool. So, all right. So everybody's got their Bloody Mary.
This feels so weird. I'll admit it, I'm a little scared.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Gannett, I don't know what's going on either, but I'll be honest, I've been seeing visions and hearing voices of a spire for basically as soon as we moved here, and I couldn't figure out what was going on, but it seems pretty serious.
You too, then, huh? I also had I had a while, but right after we got here, I had a dream. Something about the word spire just kept coming to me. So this is something everybody's feeling.
I'll be honest, everything was totally normal until you two showed up.
I guess so. I guess maybe, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with our presence here, or maybe. I don't know, maybe we've been sent here to do something about it, but it's weird.
Elva, have you ever seen anything like this before in town?
Not that I can remember. I just went there this morning because I just had the oddest dream, and normally I don't dream. My sleeps are very light, more of a trance state where I meditate, but this was different. This was more of a forced vision on me. Mm-hmm. And it was just, all I can remember is something large and foreboding coming up from the ground, and then swallowing me up.
This is seriously freaky. So we're all having the same dream.
That's
I guess so.
What do you guys think about when the crowd dies down in the temple, going back to taking a closer look to what was drawing so many people there? See if we can learn anything in the temple.
Sure. I guess it's a good place to start. I mean, that's where we all kind of.
I feel like we should just lay low and let this all blow over. You know, this is all going to just disappear.
That too, we could get the hell out of town, honestly.
I could just run away, but I feel bad. We were just welcomed in here, and I haven't had this sort of stability since my parents died in that tragic mule cart accident.
I thought they were struck by lightning.
Oh, right. They were in the mule cart when they were struck by lightning.
They were in a mule cart and then struck by lightning?
Yes, it was very sad. I don't want to talk about it right now.
Right, okay. I'm just That's what I'm talking about, guys. Everything was totally cool. And then these two showed up and we're all having visions. Okay? Everything's getting weird. There are fishing competitions. When have there ever been fishing competitions in here?
It's annual.
Phineas, you say that, but I think you can't. You're a thoughtful person. You're a poet. Your curiosity. You've got the cat curiosity now. So it's gonna kill you.
Yes,
if we don't figure out
there's
what's
always
going on.
been competitions. You just never left the brothel or Moki's, and now you're actually going out and doing stuff like shopping.
Because you have
You know,
friends
and you're
now.
Yeah,
Irrelevant.
don't put that evil on us.
I was thinking more just like because before never had money really to go shopping, so you know, now he's actually going shopping and meeting the people in town and realizing, oh, there's actually stuff to do here.
You know
Otherwise,
what?
he was always just...
You've upset me, and for that reason, I'm not going to perform tonight either.
I didn't think you were gonna perform tonight, anyways. I got someone else to come perform.
I was totally gonna. What do you mean? Who else? Who else is there?
Moki comes out at this point. Moki comes out and says, "Hey, whoa, you guys, everything okay? You haven't even touched your bloody oysters, your bloody oyster shots. I made those. I caught those oysters at the fishing competition. I did not win the fishing competition. They are 1 pound all together, all of them.
Busy, Moki.
Are you fighting? Are you all fighting?
Yeah. There's some shit going around, okay?
No.
I'm not fighting. Phineas is just cranky. Hasn't had his breakfast yet. Could you bring out some eggs for us?
I don't need eggs. What is happening?
Okay.
What is taking place in this town?
Okay. Hey, everybody, let's take a deep breath. Let's take a deep
Well,
breath.
I would still like some eggs if you could bring me some scrambled eggs, please.
Some breakfast, scrambled breakfast.
Hey, listen, you guys are 4 best friends.
Scrambled breakfast.
You guys are 4 best friends, and that's what I've known about you. I'm not saying that this fight needs to stop. I'm just saying this fight needs to be had and with your rings showing. Please, everybody, just look at your rings and then fight. And it's okay, but I just need you to know that...
Weird thing to say, but...
Look, you don't need to fight with me. Okay, I'll fucking spritz you with that tap from 10 miles away. You know I will.
Phineas, you need to learn how to fight in a healthy way.
Eggs coming up.
I've got some demons.
Rings, everybody, let me see those rings. Can I see these rings?
Yeah, rings are out.
Elva rolls her eyes and like she reluctantly pulls it out, even though she kind of cherishes the ring.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. Okay. Eggs coming up. All right, and then Moki's gone. Continues to
Listen,
back, so yeah.
If going to this temple is what we have to do when the crowd dies down, then fine. But I just want to go on record that everything was fine until these two showed up.
From your perspective.
And that's from my perspective.
Well, friend to friend, I can tell you that I have a lot of demons as well, but anything that may have followed me, I don't know about. So even if it is my fault, it's not my fault.
And we're going to do something about it.
Okay, fine, whatever. Let's go to this fucking temple.
Yay! Best friends on another adventure.
Hey, but can we get our eggs first? I really am very hungry. Yeah.
Food, actually.
So from the kitchen that's behind, there's a small window that's about this. It's about this big. It's maybe 6 inches in diameter. There's a small window, and out of it flies a empty carton already made to go, and it shoots out and lands on the table and slides towards you, and then a fork and 3 packets of hot sauce land right sticking out of the carton perfectly. Moki says, "Eggs to go."
Never got my hash browns.
You didn't order hash browns.
I did ask for hash browns. You were walking away. I said hash browns.
Oh,
Fine.
That's so unlikely.
It's okay.
All right.
It is. Yeah. How dare you? Hash browns. God, they're like the staple of breakfast.
Oh gosh. How could I have forgotten? Moki's pretty destitute. He's in the back. He forgot the hash browns. Yeah.
Elvis still leaves like a silver coin tip.
Okay, that's very, very kind.
That's nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and then she's walking and eating at the same time, even though she thinks it's kind of inappropriate to do so.
Okay,
but she's
cool.
very hungry and
As you
has
eat,
no choice because the group is like already leaving.
right.
Like,
As you eat, you're eating the eggs, and underneath
without the hot sauce.
Without the hot sauce, fine. Underneath the scrambled eggs is a little hash brown patty shaped.
Oh, you shut the fuck up!
Shaped like a winky
Get the fuck
face.
out of here!
Shaped like a winky face.
Fuck outta
He's the
here.
best. I don't know how he does it. Moki's incredible. He never makes a mistake. He never makes a mistake.
Get the fuck out of here!
I don't know what to say. He's that good. He's that good. It's winking at you.
Moki's dialed in.
He's
Not his first day.
dialed in. He misses nothing.
Damn. She's happy about that,
All right, dope.
but kind of upset she doesn't have any ketchup. She doesn't do hot sauce.
That she doesn't have any ketchup. Yeah, that you don't have. Yeah.
But she's still excited. At least she got her hash browns.
All right, dope. All right, cool. So you guys leave the bar. You're going where? You're going back to the temple.
We're
Unless anybody else has an idea of like where to go from here.
I'm cool to go back to the temple. We gotta. I mean, listen. Phineas doesn't want to go back, but
We gotta start somewhere.
feels necessary. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So you guys return to the temple. There's activity in the town. People are doing their studies at the spires. There's combat practice happening outside. People are milling around, enjoying their day as they normally do. Excuse me. And it's odd to see people go down into the temple individually. This is not a normal thing. So no one's gonna stop you. You do whatever you want in this town. But people notice this. It's the entrance to the temple is in the middle of fucking the square, like right there. So you're not able to do this sneakily. It's the middle of the day. And you guys walk down. It's all good.
I don't think we're trying to be sneaky. I think
No.
we're just trying to
No, you're
look
not.
around.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
it's odd that for a temple where people in a town where people may want to self-reflect by themselves, that it's odd looking to have people go in individually.
Right. It's not impossible, but it is very rare. And I think you'll see why when you guys descend down into the tower, into the temple, which is that you go down and you see what holds us we do not understand, and you get down into the tower, into the temple. Sorry. You get down into the Ioun's temple, and there's not really the gravitational pull that you feel when you're there with that mass of people. The coalescence of people doing this together is what is the engine that powers sort of the vibrational draw that you get from place to place. So going by yourself is fine, but not particularly effective.
And there's nothing we can glean from like investigating like the walls or the ground on the temple.
No. So like just in the entry area, where there's lots of different tunnels sort of going off into different areas. No, there's nothing to glean there. You're not feeling vibrations besides what you felt above the ground. You feel the exact same. There is that background anxiety, or maybe maybe that comes from the fight you guys just kind of had, or whatever. But there's nothing extraordinary like there was when you were here with the town. And the ground is just ground. The walls are just stone walls. And in terms of if you're going to try to navigate back to the node that everyone was gathered in this morning, you're going to not be able to determine which one was the node by any tangible investigation or even any subtle investigation of the situation. It's actually pretty easy to get lost down here when you don't have the herd to guide and flow you through it. Everything looks the same. Everything feels the same. It's just tunnels with nodes, empty. There's a few people in here, like you said, Elva. It's like people can come down here if they need to make a particular prayer, but they're generally in a node that's immediately adjacent to the entry area. They're not going to go any deeper. They're just going to go into a node and sit quietly by themselves. And right now, maybe there's people in there, but nothing consequential. Are there any other questions that you guys have about the temple at this time?
No, maybe this isn't where we'll find our answers.
Are there any spiritual leaders here?
Spiritual leaders? No. Not really. There are most people here are not. It's not a particularly religious community, except for Ioun, in which it's basically their religion is aggressive openness in both directions, aggressively open to receipt and to giving of pretty much anything. They're entirely neutral and agnostic towards what that is, and that's the general spirituality, I guess, or belief structure of the town is based on sort of this sharing, this kind of give. Oh, yeah, I think I described it decently. But no, so no one's worshiping a specific god or particularly spiritual. Those who are healers, the healing arts, they do take place here. But a lot of that is it's not guided towards any specific worship. I don't think it's just ability.
Maybe the spires would be good places to get some information if we try going back.
I was also thinking maybe the mayor. She just might have, I don't know, her finger on the pulse of what's going on in town.
Maybe. I think, it was quite odd that Cicero was talking to us so seriously about things going on in the town and with the animals, and then that same night we have such an odd dream, all of us.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a good idea. Do we know where he's at?
He's back in Cornucopis. Yeah,
he is.
Yeah.
Let's walk our little happy butts.
Do we want to take a little trip out to Cornucopis?
Yes, so. Cornucopis
check in with the animals. Check in with Cicero.
Yeah, Eartalk's got a lot of chatting to do with the chickens.
That's true. Eartalk did say that they were going to go check on the chickens, dinner and breakfast.
My ears peeled.
Excellent. Okay, so you guys are going to you're gonna head to Cornucopis. Now Cornucopis is like a horse ride away. It's pretty far. I think it took Peneus and Mgani half a day by horse to get there. So you would have to rent a horse from Le Stable.
Let's go to the stable then.
Yep. So, are y'all each gonna get a horse, or are we gonna do a little tandem situation?
Sure, I can ride on the back of somebody else's horse.
Yeah, how
I was
about
gonna say you can
I'll
ride
go with
with
you
me.
and Gannett.
I can double
Okay.
up.
Okay, so
Size
I don't want
wise,
you. I don't
Two
want you
horses.
on my horse.
That's hurtful.
3 horses.
3 horses. Get off my
3
horse.
horses. Okay, 3 horses. All right, cool. So you guys go to Le Stable.
I mean, he's a half orc. Aren't we gonna need like a
Big old horse.
Clydesdale for him?
Yeah.
They've got some strong horses for sure.
All right,
they
cool,
can
cool,
handle
cool.
him. And then Gannett
Do any of the horses have like little ride-along carts, like on a motorcycle?
Little side
like a
saddle.
pony that's attached
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
Can
Why
I get a
not?
pony attached to his
Fuck it.
I
Clydesdale?
cannot keep up with the Clydesdale.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Oh man.
It's enchanted
trot.
somehow to where it
Yeah.
can keep up with it.
Keep
Yeah,
up.
I mean, you're not going
It's
full
like
poor
sprint. It's
just a walk.
It's a walk.
Even still, I am
Yeah.
a
I
short
can't do-
person trying to keep up with a tall person's walk. I have to kind of double my stride.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't
Poor
know.
pony.
Yeah. He's used to it. Yeah. So great. So y'all go up and you get these horses from Le Stable, and across the way from Le Stable is Starmfans farm stand, and you as you're leaving, you see an argument is going on with between Starmfan and some patron, not necessarily somebody that you recognize. Maybe it's someone from Cornucopis, trying to sell their stock or give him their stock. But there's some sort of an argument. You can't really make out what it is, but it seems highly emotional. Seems like a very emotional situation rather than primarily a business disagreement between two people who are maybe getting a little bit heated. So it's kind of weird. But, it happens. And sometimes I bring up things that like are totally inconsequential to the plot, so don't read
Just
too
means
much into
absolutely
it.
nothing.
Yeah. There's also this fly. And so you guys get onto these horses and there's this fly.
Fucking don't.
And it buzzes, and you think, did it just whisper to me? Did it just say something?
Phineas kills the fly,
and
they keep going.
The fly's dead. And so and that was actually the big. That was the boss. So you guys won the campaign. That's it.
We did it. It all came back.
That was the main boss. You did it. Yeah, he was polymorphed as a fly, and you swatted him. Describe the carnage.
Fixed. I did.
You get fly wings made.
As I see it from my perspective.
Yeah, I know this is just from my perspective.
Cut his wings off.
I like that there's also like a headset, like sass when you tell us that it's from your perspective.
That's all I can do. Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, so
you guys getting
yeah,
double the reverb right now because I have it coming through so Max can hear it.
You're getting reverb?
There's a little bit of echo. Do you want to just give Max one of the headphones?
So mine only work when they're close together.
It sounds okay for me.
Sounds fine.
Okay. All right, cool.
Are you getting any right now? Or?
Now I'm getting it.
Tiny bit now.
Just a little bit.
How far away can they be? Can he just sit right next to you? Like,
you can sync. They're like crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
you could sync up my earbuds if you wanted, but
probably also do like push to talk. That might help.
What if Max comes and watches with you?
Just do push to talk. He can come in and watch with me. That would be fine. I can give him one of my earbuds.
Then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, or even like the audio might not be as sensitive there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool.
No, you can do the push to talk. You can do you can do the push to talk so that
push to talk
in the
might
settings.
be best.
Oh wait, she's on phone with Discord.
Oh no,
so
she's on phone. Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, just come on in. Grab one of those stools, Max.
You've muted yourself.
Yeah, grab a stool.
Hi, Max.
Hey, Max.
He can't hear you yet.
Well, tell him we said fucking hi then.
Well, Ellie, now you're gonna want to switch to headphones.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Actually, Pat said he doesn't want
okay,
you.
okay.
Here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I said go fuck yourself.
You can come on. You can come in.
Yeah.
It's this. Yeah, you'll be fine. Just come closer, bro. Come on.
I already saw your face a little bit. It's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Mac. Haven.
buddy.
That's
hello.
Mac.
All right. Cool.
Haven and Brendan and Paul were in a metal band together in high school.
Yes.
Not Haven.
No.
Or
Not
Mac.
Haven.
Haven, Mac. Yeah, that's the...
By the way,
Right.
yeah, I was like, metal band me? No. I'm the whitest girl you'll ever meet.
So what the fuck were we just? Oh, okay, yeah. We were
There
just
was an argument.
we were talking about bullshit. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
But
Phineas
Elba
killed a
does
fly.
find it odd that there wasn't, like, she takes note of that because,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, people don't usually argue in Tascatory. It's very, very much a good bartering system. It's odd that people are getting tense with each other.
Agreed.
But
Yes.
so she notes it, but, like, it's odd, but it's not enough to make her stop her horse.
Right. Yeah, and that definitely tracks. And there are arguments that happen in Tascatory, like it's not everything's happy, just like not everything's good. There's evil in Tascatory, but it's all like well crafted, you know? Like the arguments are like good arguments
More
that you're
like
like
debates?
yeah, like debates, but sometimes even if they are heated, it's like, dang, that is a tense situation that like both people got slighted and like I would be upset too. You can usually empathize with both sides, or it's just a good person and an evil person having an ideological difference and like getting fucking pissed at what like an asshole / nerd the two of them are. And but this one is you're seeing them fight and they're just like yelling. It's not like
They're not trying to be constructive with it.
Exactly, and it seems like it's going nowhere. It's definitely something, Elva, I think you'd certainly take note of it, but I think everybody, maybe not Peneus. I don't know why.
Peneus don't give a fuck.
Fuck you.
That's really hurtful. But
But
fuck yourself, Peneus.
but you guys definitely are noticing it. For sure.
But they're not as used to Tascatory, so it's not like a big, like, they're like, oh, people arguing, but...
Right, yeah.
And Peneus just doesn't pay attention anyways, but I definitely am like...
You definitely look at it, and I think Mganet, I think the reason that Mganet would take note of it is because she's, like, feeling particularly scared, because she's pretty young, and, like, going through something kind of freaky, and her parents are dead, and she, like, probably misses her parents in a situation like this.
We're gonna find out like her parents are alive or something,
due
living
to
just fine.
The mule cart lightning accident or whatever, and then what do we have else? Ear Talk is like very invested in this like mystery right now, so he definitely takes note of the situation too. Anyhow, you guys get on your horses, and it's still pretty early in the morning, so y'all set off for Cornucopis to the west. And you're just trotting along with your horses, and these are famous Lestable horses. Like these good horses. But as you're going, they kind of walking side by side, they're kind of like nipping at each other and sort of kind of acting out towards each other a little bit. And
these animals, man.
And you got to wrangle them a bit. Something's happening. But it's okay. I mean, you get there without, they're well trained, and their training kicks in when you kind of pull on those reins, and you guys make your way and you get to Cornucopis, and when you get there, everything kind of looks pretty normal. Nothing like absurd. By the way, like in Tascatory as well, on your way to the Temple of Ioun that second time, everything was generally pretty normal. Everyone was going about their day. It wasn't like there was like chaos in the streets and bloodbath or anything like that. It was just like generally normal, and you noticed also this like small fight on your way out, and that's pretty much the same idea here.
We're gonna come back and everybody's gonna be slaughtered. It's
fine. And so yeah, you guys are in Cornucopis now, and what would you like to do? I don't remember what exactly your plan was.
Cicero. We were going to talk to Cicero.
And observe some animals. Yeah.
Ear Talk was gonna go have a chat with dinner.
Chicken chat.
Did you want to do that, Ear Talk?
I'll see what Cicero has to say first.
Okay, cool. So you guys come into just you tie your horses up, and you go in and you see Cicero.
And we make sure to tie them like kind of away from each other because they seem to just not
Not getting along, yeah.
not
Right.
getting along.
Good thinking.
So we have to kind of tie them a little separate from each other.
Sure.
So.
Great. You guys are you're here in Cornucopis, and now you go and go to Cicero's. So you guys come on into Cicero's, and he greets you the way that he greets everybody. Hello. Okay. Just hello, and that's his catchphrase. Hello.
Is that how he greeted Peneus? When Peneus went in?
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I'm just curious because I'm like, and then Peneus was like a total dick to him. It's like, what the fuck, man?
No. This actually, your interaction with Cicero was pretty pleasant, if I
all the
recall.
interactions,
Okay, I
It was
wasn't
pretty
there for that
okay
interaction.
until
Really
he
sad.
revealed. Even when he revealed the cat ears, you were like, okay, thanks, and then
I kept my cool.
yeah, you kept your cool. Yeah. Anyhow, so Cicero says hello, and he says, he starts going, oh, Peneus, I'm not ready for, oh, Elva and Ear Talk, and I am so sorry for what I'm about to say. I know that this is inappropriate, but I have to just call you girl with dead lightning parents because I don't remember your name, and that's what I know you as. I'm sorry. This is my brain.
That's all right. It's if you remember nothing else about me, remember that my parents are
I
dead.
would love to remember your name because I don't want to keep saying that out loud.
All right. Well, it's Mganet.
Mganet, that's right, like Janet with a G and then also an M. That's right. I remember now. Yes, Mganet. Okay, Mganet, Ear Talk, and then there's Elva, Peneus. I don't have your materials ready, but something is telling me that you're here for a different reason. Nothing mystical, just the fact that all four of you are here.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, don't be weird about it or anything, Cicero.
Sorry.
I mean,
I'm
listen. I like to think that our relationship isn't all business. You know, there's some personal to it, but
okay.
That's fine. If you want to keep it pure business, that's totally fine too.
Are you proposing friendship?
I don't.
He's proposing something.
To be honest, I thought we were already friends. So that's.
I was going to say the same thing, Peneus. So I'm glad that you said that. Yeah, I do. I consider you.
This is not why we're here, okay? We're here to talk about.
Well, the only thing I've asked you is why you're here. So this is on you. Sorry for being rude.
Yes, but it's Peneus for just getting off topic. Anyways,
are you two not engaging in friendship?
Sir, don't worry about us. We're
Cicero.
business partners.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
What's up?
This is my employer.
So we're a little freaked out because we all seem to have had the same dream last night, and it seems like a lot of people are having weird dreams. And I don't know, we don't know what's going on. And you and I actually we talked about dreams last night, and so we're just trying to figure out what's going on. And we were wondering if you have any insight into why things feel so freaky right now.
Yeah. So about our dream conversation, I believe I had a sippy cup or two, but if I recall, I told you that I don't have dreams, and I think I had to repeat that like several times. So why are you here? I feel like of all the people really in the universe, I would probably be the worst person for you to come to with this. So
well, you and Ear Talk are also talking about how the animals are doing some weird stuff.
Okay, so that was a private conversation, but okay, sure.
He told us about it.
All right.
We were all sitting at the same table.
Again,
you've had a couple sippy cups.
Anyways.
I get loud when I have had sippy cups. I get a little loud. That Moki, he makes a strong child's beer. He does. So okay, that's on me. Hey, no worries. I don't think Ear Talk. Did you already just fill them in on everything, or did you guys already hear everything? We're all caught up to speed.
I kind of overheard it.
You overheard
it.
Okay,
I didn't hear anything. Were you guys conspiring?
We were conspiring. Yeah, we were talking about how stupid you look with those the ears. I'm just kidding. I can't.
Joke's on you. You made them.
I know. I love them. Every time I say a joke because I know, Peneus, you like a ribbing. I know that your performances, they have little pokes for pleasure. I'm trying to engage in that, but it
Pokes
harms.
for pleasure. That would have been another good name for
Pokes
my
for
brothel.
pleasure. That's okay. I like laughter. I like this laughter that we're doing. Let's do more.
Okay, you psychopath.
I'm sorry.
Tell us about the animals.
Animals. The animals. There's a lion. I just did this lion. You guys have seen it. And
you
then
just
there's
what? You did
snake,
what?
The taxidermy. The portrayal here with the swiping motion that you can have it do. Are you looking to purchase? I'm sorry. I have work to do, and I don't know what the hell you're doing here.
We were talking about the animals acting odd, so we wanted to know more about that because we're starting to. Yes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ! Have you had a few more? Did you take home some sippy cups?
You came into a taxidermy store and said the word animals. I am assuming it's about the ones currently in front of us, not the ones from a day ago. I didn't. It's a natural conclusion. I understand now. Eartalk and I had a conversation about the animals behaving strangely.
Yes.
And he introduced me to the idea of vibes.
Yes. Vibrations.
Was there? That was
which
that,
we learned.
To be quite honest, and breakfast and okay. You're here to talk to the dinner. You're here to.
You're here to hear what dinner.
You're here to talk to your dinner.
And everybody's here because you all have this gift to talk to animals.
No, so we all had this weird dream. A very ominous dream about.
I've heard about those. About
a spire coming kind of out of the ground and kind of swallowing everything up, and we've started also noticing the animals acting odd, and even on the way here, our horses would not get along. We had to kind of ride separately away from each other just to get our horses to pay attention. And so we were wondering if we could talk to anybody here, check out the animals and see what's going on, kind of investigate the area, or if there's anybody here that may have some insight on what's going on, because we're even noticing that people are starting. I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but on our way out, there was just people arguing, not doing their normal debate type of argue.
Yeah,
so it was just odd.
Yeah, that is odd. So sure, you guys can go talk to Torval. He has all of the livestock. Torval and his son have the livestock, and you can talk to him about that. The argument that you had, and I would normally say that this may be confirmation bias with regards to witnessing things that we just talked about, but you rode here on horses. Those were Lestable horses, and those are the best trained horses in the land. And were they if they were acting up, that first of all, definitely tell Mr. Stable about definitely tell Jeremy Fisher, owner of Lestable, about this, because Jeremy Fisher is definitely going to want to have a word with his horses. He would be a good person to talk to the animals. He has a way. Anyways, Torval, just go out here, take a right, and never come back. Haha, just kidding. Come back anytime. Love you. I'm sorry, that's weird. It's okay.
She just waves him off. It's like, okay, let's go.
Goodbye.
Torval was the pig guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Torval he's all livestock.
He's livestock. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All livestock all the time.
All livestock all the time. Yeah, he's kind of...
That's the guy that you know, right? And get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the guy. Well, Sun and I we kind of hung out for a little bit.
Yeah. And you're familiar with Torval. You know Torval.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You had to get the pigs from him, right?
Okay. I did, yeah.
Pigs that you had to slaughter
we
for
negotiated.
art.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Yeah, I wonder if slaughtering all those pigs for some fucking ceremony had some effect.
It wasn't even for a ceremony. She just did it for
Yeah,
art.
it was for art. I wasn't trying to like summon a demon or anything like that.
Someone else, like in the
It
background,
wasn't a
was though, which
sacrifice
is really
as
funny.
well. So what?
Someone else was like at the show, like, this is the perfect time for my sacrificing spell, and like they like, I don't even have to do the sacrificing. I'll just do it, and they're like backstage behind
All the
you, lighting
components are already there.
candles.
Yeah.
It required the sacrificial ceremony required a sacrifice of 3 pigs and 45 people to cheer. that was what was necessary. And
Tight parameters.
Yep.
We didn't get the cheering.
And a half orc to stab itself a certain amount of times.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So y'all are gonna you want to go talk to Torvald?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So you guys go you go out, you take a right, you go to Torvald's little farm area, and he and you go and talk to him, and he's out there, he's milking the cows right now. He's milking them up. Just squirting squirting that cow juice right in the
carnage.
And cow juice.
Juice the cow.
And so he's milking these cows. His beard is a little bit in the bucket. It's a long beard, and it's in the milk bucket.
Like a little bit of a milky
And every
tip
once in a
beard.
while he squirts, and unbeknownst to him, he's not really paying attention. The squirt just hits, it goes into his beard. So he's very smelly right now. But you go.
Aeneas makes a note to call the health inspector immediately upon leaving.
The health inspector. Okay, yeah, sure, yeah, okay. Make that note. And
made.
Yeah, good. All right, good. And great. So
I mean, the milk's got to get filtered and stuff, anyways.
Exactly. Yeah, this is part of the process. Anyhow, you guys go up, and Torvald's there. If you recall, he's kind of like a gruff farmer Willie, red bearded dwarf dude with a wife, like a sleeveless like undershirt, and suspenders and
overalls.
No. It's not overalls. His belly's definitely like barely contained.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's a big boy. And he's milking, and he looks up, and when he looks up, there's like a little flap of milk flies on the
milk like flings towards
yeah,
us.
there's a little from when he like lifts it up out of the milk bucket. And he says,
Oda's like trying to be very careful because she doesn't want to. She's
okay.
I mean, we're literally around like cow poop and
oh
stuff.
yeah, oh yeah,
She's
no.
very much like she did not wear her riding boots for this. And this was this was a very impromptu sort of thing.
It was.
Do we have a map of Cornucopus?
No. But I do. Let me see if
I was like, yeah, I think I remember you making one.
I did make one. I'd have to make it small and then share it. It's gonna be a little tough.
We don't need it. But...
Yeah, you don't need it. There's nothing on it. It's so I don't know. Well, we haven't talked about Cornucopus a lot, but it's a gorge. It's the gorge of Cornucopus. So it's like a canyon, and with these really tall walls, and the way that the sun rises and sets across the sky gives this canyon 24-hour sunlight, but the walls of the canyon have shadow constantly. So the interior of the canyon is really good for growing crops because it's getting this constant sunlight throughout the entire day at all times. And then the walls with their shadow and they're like kind of damp grow all the mushrooms. The mushrooms are growing out of the rock on the walls.
Did you say? I thought you said muffins.
No muffins. Sorry. No muffins.
I was like that.
Muffin top here.
Growing muffins.
Yeah.
The only muffin top here is Torvald's muffin top.
Oh yeah, big time. So you guys are talking to Torvald, and he just kind of grunts at you, and then kind of goes back to milking. You know, he's not unpleasant. He's just like, go ahead.
He's got a job to do.
He's in the middle of working. We're disturbing his work.
Yeah, Pineus, I think, would look to him again and say, "Can you talk to this guy? Because I don't know what fucking language he speaks."
He's a dwarf.
Gannet, do you want to respond?
Gannet appears to be in a trance.
I was trying to remember. I was like, I'm pretty sure I speak Dwarven.
You've already spoken to him. He
that's
speaks
right.
common. Like everybody speaks common. Yeah.
I don't like the cut of his jib.
Hi.
You don't like the cut of anybody's jib.
Gannet. Yeah. I'm sorry. No more pigs for your art projects. I heard it went well, and that, you know what, that makes it worth that pig heart. Although, oh boy, I would have really liked that in that stew that night, but it's okay.
I'm sorry, and it was so wonderful, and I appreciate you helping me out with that.
Of course.
And I'm put my hand on his shoulder and I say, Torval, I'm scared. There's some weird stuff happening.
All right. He's milking. He looks over at you, and he pulls up a stool, and he puts a bucket next to it, and he says, "Milk." Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, I've never done this before, but this looks
just like
real
that.
fun.
All right. It's like toothpaste at the bottom of the. Just there you go. Not too hard. There you go. Yep. Good. All right. Yep.
Well,
there you go.
Torval, while we're sitting here milking, have you noticed anything weird happening with the animals? We just rode in here on the horses from the stable, and they were nipping at each other, and that manticore came and bothered old Adamantis, and it's been a little weird. Have you noticed anything?
Yeah, I mean, those manticores, who knows? They're assholes. And he spits, and it goes into Gannet's bucket. and he says, but I'm both glad and disheartened to hear what you have to say. Yeah, my animals, they've been acting up. They've been fighting, nipping, kicking. A cow got knocked over the other day. Do you know what it takes to get a cow up off its feet after it falls over? We had to build a contraption. It was a whole mess, and that never happens. I take care of my cows. They have no reason to be sad. They have no reason to be upset, besides the impending slaughter. But besides that, they're happy as can be. They don't know about that. Anyhow, I'm getting into details. What I mean to say is, I'm happy to hear that that it's not me. I was worried that I was mistreating or neglecting these animals. But if there's one person who doesn't neglect his animals, heck, keep milking. It's Lestat. It's Jeremy Fisher. That man raises those horses like they were his kids, and he would never ever allow them to nip at each other or anything like that. So
no, it's not just you. You're not alone.
It's not just me, and I appreciate you bringing this to me, Gannon. That's really, really kind of you. I don't know if that's why you brought it to me. I imagine it's not, since you didn't know if my animals were acting up. But yeah, they are. I don't know what it is. Just about maybe a week ago, they started making a lot more noise. I thought it was just mating season, but turned into growls, and they got angrier. I don't know what it is.
A week ago. That's about when you two got here.
See that shit? That's what I'm talking about.
We got here like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The DM doesn't know how long you've been here.
I do. You've been here for long, definitely longer than a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Closer to 3 weeks, probably, because you spent a whole week preparing for the thing, and then there's been some time passing after that, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But regardless,
all right. So
I'm not saying that rules out the possibility. Just getting an accurate timeline.
You know what's happening here, Torval, or what's going on, buddy?
Who?
Do you know of anybody else we could talk to about this? Maybe get a better idea of why this is happening? What?
There we go.
We'd love to learn more if you know more about maybe why this is happening, or I have to push to talk, so I can only milk one at a time. So I know this is gonna look a little weird, but we'd love to either talk to someone else or figure out if you know anything else.
What else is there I could know? My animals have been angry. They've been messing with each other, and I've been milking them just like you're milking them, right? What'd you say your name was, son? Little boy.
My name is Pineas.
With the cat with the ears. I mean, okay, yeah. What more can I tell you? I'm just a simple man. He raises livestock.
Well, we were just asking if there was anyone else we should talk to.
Sounds like we should go back to town tomorrow, talk to Jeremy Fisher.
Jeremy
But while we're here, maybe we just see what kind of sippy cups this town has to offer. Set up camp.
Look, y'all, if y'all want, look, poke your head around. I don't think that there is another person here who would know any more about the animals than I do, and my knowledge is limited. I know that I take care of them. I know how to raise them, and I know that they've been upset. But poke around, check it out. We've got the chicken coop over here. We've got the fucking, excuse my language. Nah, you're on a farm.
Didn't you want to go?
Didn't you want to
go talk to the chickens here,
Pig stable.
Yeah, or as we like to call them, dinner.
I got a cat. It's a good cat. He's a good cat. He's old, but he's wise. So,
where did this accent come from?
He's a wise cat. He's just an old wise cat. Did he not always sound like this? What did he sound like?
No. Just like a dude.
Just like a dude. I thought
the morphing like personalities and voices of people.
What do you mean? Hey, people.
Truly.
Hey, people.
It's truly
change.
An art form in itself. Honestly.
People can change. You were a boy and now you're a cat. Okay, don't talk to me. As far as sippy cups, I don't know. I mean, oh, as far as sippy cups are concerned, we don't have that kind of sippy cup, but we do make a damn good wine down here. Y'all like wine? You guys wine. Real good.
You go to a wine tasting.
You can go to a wine tasting. Mm-hmm. Anyways, go ahead, poke around. Let me know if you need anything else besides information, because I'm tapped out on that, apparently.
All right, thanks, Joel. You've been a real help.
Not really, but thanks.
Just emotionally, yeah.
Love to try some milk.
Yeah, right.
No,
right.
I'm good.
He just passes the whole bucket.
Beard milk?
Spit milk too.
Beard milk, yeah.
He passes his bucket to you.
Your talk's gonna drink it.
Cool, nice. You drink it, and yeah, man, that's some good juice. That's good juice.
Good milk juice.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Juice.
You kind of have to get a little beard hair out of it. but that's some good juice, man. Those are happy cows. They're happy cows. They seem like happy cows. They seem happy.
Other than the fact that they're like fighting with each other.
Yeah, they're not fighting right now, so they're getting milk.
Well taken care of cows.
They're separated, and they seem to be enjoying themselves right now. It's they don't seem agitated. Like the cows specifically, they are in separate corrals right now, but everything seems like a normal situation. But feel free to poke around. Brendan, I do know I'm noting it's 2:59.
So we're good.
You know what? I'm bailing on my plans.
Bailing on your plans?
Yeah.
All right, peace plans.
Oh boy.
All right. We shouldn't be too much longer. I mean, we'll do a little bit more here and then but
I mean, really this is a good stopping point because we have to go back to town anyways.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. I mean, if you wanted to investigate the other animals
the chicken,
or talk to
anyone
or
dinner.
Get some wine or keep going in cornucopas, it's up to you guys.
I'm good with
I mean,
I'm not going to want to drink. Elva doesn't drink wine.
True.
She hates how gross it is out here. She's already done her time in cornucopas in order to live here, so she's never really comes out here because it's gross. If she was wearing her proper attire, maybe, because she has perfect riding and work boots for this sort of thing, but she does not have those on right now.
Okay.
Does Torval have chickens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All manner of wines.
After a few bottles of wine, Ear Talk is gonna just sort of like sit in the chicken coop area for a while.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you're gonna leave Torvalds. All of you are gonna leave Torvalds and go get some wine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
But
gonna go
but
get wine,
Elva,
basically.
are you just gonna get on your horse and get the fuck out of here?
No, I'm gonna go with them to make sure that they don't get into trouble. Because Paneas is fine with his sippy cups, but wine, man, does something to him. So
It really hits me.
it really
so
hits him.
so y'all go to this the winery, and they make mushroom
Vineyard.
wine. It's not a vineyard. They make mushroom wine, and
Oh.
and it's pretty weird, but really really good. It's like a denser kombucha type thing where it's very vinegary, like very tart, I guess, like wine. Really intense, very pungent, but fantastic. And they have different types of wine. They have different. They have a few different types of mushrooms that grow here on the walls, and then with all the different processes that they have for making these, they make some really 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 nice wine. These are people from Tasseltori essentially who are winemakers. They come down to Cornucopis because that's where the mushrooms are, and so they can cultivate them and make this wine. But it is primo, very good. You get a good buzz.
Is there
on
any psychoactive effect?
it. Not in these wines, but
Basically, just alcohol like kombucha.
it's just like alcohol, like kombucha. But I mean, this is a well-established business. Not that type of thing is illegal, but they don't want people tripping balls and knocking stuff over. But like, who knows, man? I mean, maybe poke around and ask about other types of mushrooms. I don't know.
They might do a collab.
Yeah, maybe they do a little collab. Maybe there's a back
They
room.
do like a they do like a safe space sort of thing where
Right.
you have to like book it in advance though so that they can prepare like
Yeah.
a babysitter for you and stuff like that.
Or you just gotta
I've
know
done
someone. You just gotta know someone who will tap you in. It's not the kind of thing that anyone can walk off the street and they'll just pass it on to them and then have them go run around in the fields and like wreck a bunch of crops or whatever. So
that's what I'm saying. You have a babysitter, like,
no, yeah. I'm just saying in terms of like procuring this stuff. So yeah, that's like, I don't know. You don't know if they have it or not, basically, but you didn't get served it. Just regular old wine. You're going around and the winery was like a little bit of a walk. Not a super long walk, but you have to kind of go through Cornucopis, and you're catching a vibe for what it's like down here. A lot of just like working people, just out in the sun. Skin is darkened from just constant sun exposure at all times. Even for you, Elva, despite your tolerance that you've built up, you are not digging the vibe. Like your drow heritage is fully flared up in this like beating sun. It's aggressive.
my skin is sensitive.
Yeah, your skin is sensitive, and this is like a lot. So definitely lines up with the fact that you don't fucking like it here in Cornucopis. No. This is not your vibe.
I did my Cornucopis.
You did your time.
my stint, and I never came back.
You never came back. So as you're going around, you're seeing obviously there's so much foliage. There's so many trees. In the back of Cornucopis is the orchards with these huge trees and just rows and rows of them that goes just way off into the distance. And there's just different types of trees in each row and all growing these fruits. And then there are the fields that are like impeccably harvested, and then there's one empty field and like two full fields, and that kind of gets copy pasted a bunch. You can tell they have a lot of like science behind their agriculture that they're doing there. Despite this, and then the irrigation system, it's all just like, wow, this is basically a factory almost, but like with a lot more love put into it and without all of the machinery. But it is just like really quite scientific and really really well done, and it is massive what you're seeing. Despite all of this, you definitely do notice in some of the barley patches and some of the corn fields, in some of these areas, there are these little pockets where um, it looks like the plant life has sort of entangled within itself and is wilted. So you see this perfect row of corn, but then through it you kind of see this weird, almost like when you get like a dread in your hair, like a knot, and it's sort of clumped up and sort of wilted over. And it's not a lot of it, but it's impossible not to notice with how perfectly aligned everything is. These imperfections every here and there in the crops. So you guys all notice this as you're walking by. You get your wine. Ear Talk, you're gonna go back. You're gonna go to the chickens, and you're just gonna sit there. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I'm going to kind of just like blend into the environment and see if I can discern anything from their behavior.
Okay, cool. How long are you planning on spending here? Because that's going to affect what the heck everybody else is going to do right now.
Yeah, I got like 2 bottles of wine with me, so probably about an hour.
1 hour, 2 bottles of wine. Yeah. 2 bottles of wine, so 10, 15 minutes probably. It could last. All right, cool. Awesome. So, I think that everybody's going to have to actually probably, besides Elva, you'll probably have to pay for the wine that you drank. Not much. It will probably be a gold piece per bottle. A gold piece for 2 bottles, maybe. Gold piece, 1 gold piece each for the tasting, and then 1 gold piece for 2 bottles of wine that you took Ear Talk. So if you guys can just subtract 1 gold piece and then Ear Talk 2 gold pieces for you.
Yeah,
and
I took 4 bottles.
You took 4 bottles?
Well, I drank 2 before.
Oh.
And then he took 2 with him to the chicken coop.
So 3. So 3 gold pieces total for you. Yeah, you went for it. They like you.
I just love the imagery of just being
awesome.
drunk.
So they have purple wine and orange wine and red wine. Which ones did you take with you to the chicken coop? Oh, a D6. Sure.
You said orange wine, like oranges?
No. Like it's all mushroom wine, but there's the color of it. They had like the 3 different ones. There was a purple, an orange, and a red.
Still orange, yeah.
Orange, yeah. So you were just going hard on the orange. The orange is interesting. It's a little bit spicy. It's like it has a little bit of spice to it, which is crazy for a drink. But the pain, you like the pain. So
yes,
you're
indeed.
down with it. Yep. Awesome. All right, so then Gannett and Peneus, what are you guys going to do during this? And then we'll kind of resolve this chicken situation and wrap up the session. You guys just want to chill at the wine bar, or?
I'm down to just chill at the wine bar. Yeah, I mean, if it's a wine bar, I mean, if there's a world in which, are we staying the night here, or are we gonna go back in the morning?
It's up to you guys.
I think we should. We're probably gonna spend the night.
Pitch a camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can just camp here.
We could camp, or we can. I mean,
I don't think there's an inn because like this is a working area, not a
there's tents.
resort area.
No, you can just grab a tent. I'm sure Torvald would let you grab.
Crash for
We have camping gear in our
inventory. Stay in the stalls.
Yeah, you can even stay in the stalls if you wanted to. He's pretty accommodating. He's a nice guy.
We're gonna wake up and he's gonna be passed out with the chickens. Wakes up, cluck.
Definitely.
Breakfast.
Awesome. So Ear Talk. What we're gonna do now is I would love for you to roll you're gonna first roll a perception check.
Okay.
What the? Wait, what just happened?
Was that right?
No.
It just shows 12.
Yeah, that was weird.
Doesn't show how that happened.
Yeah.
That's what happens if you roll outside the chat box.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. And then so you come in and you kind of are stumbling a little bit, but you're still respectful. You're not going to break anything. You know what's going on here. You head to the chicken coop. It's a little door, and you squeeze your way through it, and you bring your wines and you kind of sit in the back. The chickens scatter. It's the middle of the day. It's pretty hot. And what I'd like for you to do next is so you're going to sit down and you're going to kind of breathe, and maybe you're going to say a little prayer, and you're going to try and commune with these chickens. So I'm going to have you roll animal handling now, please.
Oh no.
All right.
It was bouncing on 20.
It was. Roll it with advantage. Fuck it. Do one more.
Woo! That orange wine.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
Let's
great.
go.
Hey.
All right, good job. So so you sit down in this chicken coop, and you start breathing and sitting still and maybe sipping a little wine. Maybe you pour a little bit of the wine into the dirt. A few of the chickens kind of come up. They poke their heads into the wine. You know, they're kind of digging it, and they kind of just go about their business. You are able to maintain relatively still. You've meditated, and you just kind of sit there and blend right in with the chickens. Now you're gonna sit here for 1 hour. You said.
Yeah.
So I would like you to roll one insight check to see what you can glean. Okay, cool. So, with a 12 on insight, you notice that in general, it's just, from what you know about chickens, it's just a bunch of fucking chickens, and they're just kind of clucking around and walking around. They kind of jump up on you. They peck you, but just sort of seems like curiosity pecks. You do see them every now and then get into small tussles over maybe two of them approach the wine at the same time, and they kind of do that flapping thing and kind of go towards each other. And that's sort of what you're seeing. You don't really get a lot of subtle information from this, though, in terms of talking to the chickens. You are going to see that one of them pushes an egg out of its nest, but you don't really know a lot about chicken behavior or hen behavior to know if that's like a normal thing. At one point you're able to kind of lock eyes with a chicken, and like its body is moving, but its head is kind of like locked in with you. And I would say that this lasts for maybe 3 straight minutes that you're locked in with this chicken, and you're thinking to yourself, holy shit, I'm about to fucking talk to this chicken. Oh my God, it's happening. And you're drinking the wine while not breaking eye contact with it. When you look deep into this chicken's eyes, you kind of can see that there's a little bit of conflict, but you don't see anything more than that. You don't get anything from its thoughts, but you do see it kind of like, almost like it wants to do something, but it also doesn't want to do it. And when it breaks its eye contact with you, it just kind of goes back to being a chicken. So you don't get anything specific. It would have taken quite an insight roll for you to have been able to commune with a chicken. But yeah, that's the information that you get here from the chickens specifically. That's
all
it.
right. Well,
Successful.
Good time.
Yeah. you can feel free, anybody can feel free to attempt communion with the animals. And if you can be more specific about exactly how you go about that, that would allow us to grant potentially either some advantage or multiple rolls to attempt something, or something where you're investigating a little bit more closely into what's happening here, into their behavior. It might take several days of observation, or you might need to create some sort of an environment that's like really, really good for that. But sitting with them is a good first step, and they're comfortable with you now, Ear Talk, so you won't need to roll animal handling again if you want to commune with the chickens one more time later. Yep. And that's it. So you guys are going to set up camp and spend the night this evening in Cornucopis, in the Gorge of Cornucopis. And that's going to be it for today's session, and we'll pick back up tomorrow, next week, I think, right? Yeah.
I'm out, but yeah.
Ear Talk's out. So we'll pick back up next week. Sans Ear Talk. He'll still be with the chickens, and and yeah, and then we'll go from there. But
Sweet.
Talk wants to learn like the essence of dinner and breakfast.
That's right. Yeah.
Become breakfast.
You didn't eat any of them, Ear Talk, so that's good.
Huge.
Not yet.
Not yet. But that's so funny. I was expecting today to be a combat day, and we did none, but it was really fun.
Sweet.
It was
That was a fun day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
So not next weekend, but the weekend after that, Paul, you're out of town, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So we won't have a session at all.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do one from the road.
From Vegas.
Yeah, from Vegas.
There will be a Saturday. Yeah, you said not next Saturday, but the one after that.
Yeah.
21st.
And
Okay.
21st.
21st.
And then I may be out the 28th, and I'll be at the beach. And I may be able to attend from the beach.
Okay.
But I'll let you.
Yeah.
I won't be on the actual beach. I would just be in the beach house.
Okay. So
but
yeah,
we'll see. Probably not.
The 21st, yeah, I definitely can't do it.
Gotcha. So.
Cool.
Yeah, so we'll skip
That's
that
fine.
one.
Then just the 21st we'll plan to just sleep in that day.
Hell yeah. All right,
Great
Joe.
news for me.
Oh yeah, like you're gonna be able to sleep in.